Everyone, and welcome to the GDQ Hotfix. Today is the premiere of a brand new Hotfix show titled It's Dangerous to Go Alone, celebrating cooperative speedruns, and I am your host, Frozen Flygon. Thank you all so much for being here. Before we get started with our first game, which is going to be a hat in time, I have a couple of announcements regarding Hotfix and other GDQ events. So right now, Frame Fatale's game committee applications are open. Head to gamesdonequick.com to apply. I absolutely love Frame Fatales, and we would love to have you apply for our games committee and be a part of our community. In addition, Frame Fatales has been selected as a finalist in the Game Her Awards. Learn more with !vote in the chat. If you've missed out on any of our Hotfix shows, since we've had a ton of new shows coming on, feel free to check out our archive of past runs and shows at youtube.com/gamesdonequick. And if you're here from YouTube, feel free to join us over at twitch.tv/gamesdonequick to check out our live shows, starting most nights at 7 p.m. Eastern. Hotfix is funded in part thanks to your subscriptions and bits, so please consider subscribing to help support future broadcasts. And if you're excited about all the new Hotfix shows like I am, you can head on over to Games Done Quick website /Hotfix and watch our Twitter for information on when the new shows start, what games are happening, and all the amazing content that you'll be able to see on the GDQ Hotfix. So thank you so much, everyone, for being here. I'm super excited for our first game. We've got a hat in time, 2-player all-time pieces, all DLC with SWC19 and Cygnus. How are y'all doing? What's up?
Hello, hello.
Hello. Doing great. Ready for the run to start. So, if you'd like to introduce yourself first, SWC.
I'm SWC. I play this game. I play a bunch of other things. Yeah.
I'm Cygnus. I mainly run Hat, but I'm also a Pokemon speedrunner, so I dabble in a lot of different things too. That about sums it up, I would say. There's not much more to say. So, yeah.
We do also have our commentators, if you'd like to introduce yourselves.
Of course.
Hi, I'm Corvame, back by unpopular demand on the Hotfix. I run mostly Pokemon, but I did run this game for a bit, and now my entire purpose is to try to convince Hat speedrunners to run Pokemon.
Hi, I'm Epic Yoshi Master, and I'm one of those Hat speedrunners that started running Pokemon because of Corvame.
It could happen to you.
Fantastic. Right. Yeah, y'all ready to get started with this run?
Let's do it. Disclaimer, if I crash, don't be surprised. But probably we'll see.
Yes, we were talking about that earlier with Swoose's unfortunate luck with crashing. Fingers crossed, everyone in the chat, that we won't get any crashes today. But yeah, as one of you can, do a countdown whenever both of the runners are ready to go.
Let's.
All right, I'll count down from 3 and go on go. All right?
Yep.
All right.
Are y'all ready?
Yep.
Let's go.
3, 2, 1, go.
I didn't crash. All right.
Yay!
First try.
Let's
You did
go!
it.
Already going well.
This is a Hat in Time. It is a 2016, 2017,
2017
video game. It is a 3D platformer, kind of in the vein of like a Super Mario Sunshine. There's some very obvious Super Mario Sunshine inspiration in this game that you'll see later. And the speedrun is very cool because we do a lot of things to this game that they did not intend for us to do. And this is co-op, all time pieces, which means we're going to beat every single level in the game. They're going to do it as a team of 2. Now, how might they do that when this is a single-player video game that didn't have multiplayer when it came out? Well, I wish there was somebody who made the mod that makes that possible, who was here on our couch that could explain it for us right now.
Wow, that sure would be convenient. Thankfully, there's this person named Epic Yoshi Master who's right here who actually did make the mod for this game. So the game came with an online party feature, which came out with DLC 2. I made a mod that helps add like co-op functionality so that when players like collect collectibles like timepieces or yarn, it'll actually sync to other players, and that lets you basically like communicate and work together and collect everything. It's really fun. It's cool.
Yeah.
And so through the power of this mod and the fact that the game does actually have online party support, which is a cool thing they added, they're going to get all the timepieces together. Now, so in order to get to certain levels, you have to do unlock these certain doors by getting a certain number of timepieces. We did, you know, I noticed that SWC just did a clip there to get into lab early. This is called early lab. There's also this thing that Seuss just did where you kind of like jump sideways into a wall and then spin around and then you just zip up to the top. That's called a turnip.
Yeah, because you turn, you go up.
You turn and then you zip. It's a turnip. There's a lot of like tech in this game that we take advantage of. The main thing that we use is the fact that if you lag the game, it doesn't work as intended. And
there's like a lot. Yeah.
there's a lot of, this
Yeah.
is not your stream hitching. This is intentionally us lagging the game. And the way we do that is through a program developed by one DTU. Does that username called HatLag, which sets the frame rate of the game to 2 frames per second for 0.4 milliseconds? Or 400 milliseconds?
400
Something like
milliseconds.
that. I'm sure I'm getting the details wrong. And through doing that, we are able to lag the game consistently.
It's great.
Very nice.
If I cut out,
I don't think so.
Don't think so.
hello?
Great.
Oh no.
So that was the explanation of lag clips. There's a lot of other tech that we've already been using so far, so it's hard to explain. There's boop scopes, which is what I did when I entered the level here, which was booping, which is an emote on the emote wheel, while the level where the telescope that I was opening was loading. It allows me to move during the telescope animation because boop is broken. Shocker.
We getting a die? Yeah, we got a die.
I believe I cut out there for a second, but hopefully you got my entire explanation.
Yeah, we got your own explanation.
Cool.
You just didn't hear us.
Yeah, that was weird. Everything froze, but I could still see the Twitch stream, so I don't know what's up with that. I'm gonna pause that. I think it was a data
So
thing.
something cool about this run is I have no reason to go into Mafia Town, so I'm never actually going to unlock the Mafia Town telescope, and as a result, my spaceship is going to be dark for the entire run.
Nobody turned on the lights. This
Yeah.
is Dead Run Studios that Swiss is on right now. Hold that because when you're doing 90%, this tends to be a spot. It's just a very movement heavy level, and it can kill runs. Did you guys explain the 3 major pieces of movement tech that is used in
No,
Hat in Time?
not yet.
No.
So, didn't
All
get
right,
to
there are
it.
3 major pieces of movement tech that we use primarily in Hat in Time, and they are the very easy and not confusingly named SDJ, DSJ, and TSJ. So there's the sprint
Really?
double jump.
Really, y'all? You had just a bunch of acronyms that I don't understand?
So there's
Look,
your
that makes perfect
SDJ,
sense, don't worry.
which is the
All
sprint
right.
double jump, which essentially you start sprinting, you release the sprint button around the same time that you jump, and due to a bug in the system, in the way that the code works, you will be able to do double jump, like a regular double jump, but with sprint momentum. Because if you are sprinting with a sprint hat and you try to do a jump, you do like a little flip jump, and then you can't get a double jump, so you can't get as much distance. But the SDJ abuses a bug in the game's like buff and debuff system that's used behind the scenes to let you. Oh, this is the hopping over the fence there. To let you use double jump, but with the sprint, the advantages of sprinting. There's also the DSJ, which is the best trick in the game, in my opinion, which it takes advantage of the game's coyote frame system, which is essentially it's like an assist sort of feature where you have a little bit of grace period after you run off a ledge to still be able to jump. And it lets you double jump twice, which lets you get super high.
Yeah,
great.
so SDJ is
It is great.
sprint double jump, DSJ is double sprint jump.
Double
I don't
sprint
see any
jump, obvious and
confusion.
easy, and not hard to remember.
There's no way to confuse the two.
And so the DSJ is interesting because the way that it works is like you run off a ledge, you jump, you run off a ledge, and then the game thinks that you tries to give you back your jump because it thinks you like run off the ledge but haven't done a jump yet, and it's trying to give you back your jump because of the coyote frame system. So then it gives you back your jump and you can jump again. So it's very edge dependent. Like you can't just do a DSJ anywhere. You have to do it at the right timing as you run off a ledge. So it's different for every single ledge in the game. And there's also the TSJ, which is a triple sprint jump, which is a double sprint jump, but instead of doing a double jump, instead of holding down sprint for the second jump, you release it, so you just do a regular double jump. If you jump 3 times, you get slightly more height than you would with the DSJ. The TSJ is the one that's used the least of the 3, though it's used a lot more in this category than it is in any percent, but they're all very important.
Just do a TSJ.
That is Yoshi's motto.
It
I have
is.
a question from the chat. So how do you determine who goes where to avoid doubling up? How have you all decided to split this up? How do you figure that out?
I'll leave that as a question for the runners because they rooted this.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so a lot of it was kind of, I have the levels that aren't good. So
Yeah, pretty much.
we'll see later on. A lot of it was a lot of trial and error. We did a couple runs, like trying to figure out different routes, and eventually, pretty much, we're still modifying it, like kind of as we go, still just based on like who's losing time where. But it kind of just works out. It's I guess it's kind of hard to describe, but we kind of just did a route. We're both doing a similar number of timepieces, and they kind of just lead to being around similar number or similar amount of time.
Right, because obviously, if someone's finishing early, that's just, you're just wasting time. You want to finish around the same time as much as possible. That's true for a lot of co-op runs where you're splitting up the work. And of course, the more that each of you decide to do the same courses, you're going to get better at it. So that's really cool.
This is bag skip. You boot
Will not be going for paint and carry, but
as the bag picks you up, and then you will drop out. If you don't do that, you kind of have to like wait for this really long cutscene to play out, where you're waiting for Snatcher to come and like talk to you and stuff. But if you boop out, then you can move on to over here first. Importantly, you cannot double jump or like ledge grab here, or else you'll get stuck and you have to do another boot to get out, which is really slow. And your goal is you want to get to that cutscene trigger right there and have that cutscene play while the other cutscene would begin, because it skips the first cutscene. Ideally, you grab that painting on the way over there, but it's pretty tight. And so if you realize that you aren't going to have enough time, it is better to just not grab the painting and then not have to watch the cutscene, because the cutscene's really slow. And the cutscene, if you don't get the cutscene, it also screws up a bunch of other stuff. What Swoosh just did there was a lag warp, which the game has a system for determining if you are stuck. And if it thinks that you are stuck, then it will try to warp you back to the last position that it considers safe. And you can trigger that intentionally by spamming the lag button and jumping at the same time, which most people buy into the same key. And so by doing that, you can grab something and then jump back out before your stuck position gets updated. Otherwise, you would have to restart the level to get out of that tree, because you're not supposed to be able to get in there.
yeah, you're supposed to take one of these cherries, like the one I have now, and blow up the ice before it. I just did cherry death. Yeah, you can explain it.
Okay, that was a trick called Cherry Death. You get yourself to 1 health. You normally you get the timepiece and it kicks you out of the level, but if you grab the timepiece at the same time, or like you die and then you get launched into the timepiece, and then you still get the timepiece, but it sticks you back at the start of the level, so you avoid end of level animations and stuff. Painting throw is the hardest tech in the game. Second hardest tech in the game after the dive boost.
The dive boost is super hard, to be fair.
You just dive and then boost. I don't get it.
Up next is a trick called Well Dive, which is actually quite easy, but really, really silly.
Okay, you say it's easy, then I miss it. Thanks.
You
just dive into the well.
You just dive into the well.
Yeah.
You notice the runners have been picking up some collectibles around. They need all these relics in order to unlock some of the extra bonus rift stages. And there's a number of them that you need. I don't remember the exact number of relics that you need.
It's like 17 or so.
Yeah, it sounds
Yeah.
right.
Something in that range.
And then they need yarns to make hats. There aren't that many yarns that we actually need to complete the run. So there are
And of
way
course
more
you need
yarns than you actually need. Because there are more hats, we don't need them all, because we don't need the time stop hat, because we could cheating the race.
Sure.
Which you'll see later.
We are not running DO%.
We are not running DO%, no.
I consider cheating.
Cygnus just
Personally.
is now in the best stage in the game, which is second best stage in the game, which is heating up Mafia Town. It's awful.
It's pretty hard.
It is a hard level. And there's a lot of different strategies for that involve stuck warping a lot of the time. There's also ice hat slingshots, which is you go into ice hat and you lag the game at the right time as you are getting momentum, and it will just save up all that momentum. Like if you've ever played Breath of the Wild, and you remember that thing that would pause like an object in space, and then you could whack on it a bunch, and then when you release, it would like yeet you super far. That's essentially what we're doing with the ice hat slingshots.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, I missed a bad one here. It's fine. Everything else has been going really well, so
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
okay.
y'all are playing great.
And important
Let's
thing to
talk
note,
about
like,
hovers.
let me quickly say, like, the only reason why, like, some pieces of geometry are not marked as safe spots, like those platforms that fall, and that's why we can warp all the way back up here. This warp here is actually really tricky because you have to hit that balloon right, but that was really good. This is a hover. Everyone knows that if you ever want to fly, all you do is you stick one cherry on top of another cherry, then you grab the bottom cherry, then you eat yourself into all the way across the world. It's an extremely goofy trick. There are 2 hovers that are done as part of all timepieces. This is the easy one.
Yeah, I get to do them
it's
twice in a
great.
row.
Oh,
They
I
are
understand.
extremely
Yes.
finicky tricks.
Yeah. So
It's kind of like a
literally,
prop fly in a source game. You kind of
This
just
is
stack items on each
actually-
other, and it's fun.
This is actually to do the final boss of the world. For whatever reason, the geometry for the like the post-boss like cutscene and stuff is actually in world space, and so by yeeting ourselves over the invisible walls, we are able to jump into that space and skip the entire fight.
Wow, that's
We
awesome.
get it. We get it. We got it.
You got it! Yay!
I still
Second
think
with
That's
that hover,
right.
I got stuck inside one of the invisible boxes.
Yay!
Oh no, what
I did
happens
the
when
same
you
thing
do that?
last time. You just gotta walk all the way around it.
Dang.
There we go. All right.
You would think landing on Snatcher is good, but actually you need to hit a cutscene trigger that is in front of him, and you have to walk around to hit that cutscene trigger.
scare.
If
Jump
you
scare, yeah.
land on him.
Yeah. Yeah, I did the same thing in our practice run earlier. I was like, oh, cool, I landed on him. Then I forgot that there's like a box within the box. Like where I am right now, it's like there's like an invisible wall between that cutscene trigger and where I am right now. I guess
rift-
so you don't leave this area once you get teleported in, but yeah.
I have missed the
rift
Berserk
that,
piece.
Yeah, the rift that Cygnus is on is actually one of the easier rifts, except for the spicy jump at the end, which you can miss, and then you have to go all the way back there.
It's funny.
I got
But
my
yeah.
soul back. 2 souls.
Berserk is supposed to be very easy. It is.
All right. And that is Snatch Rover.
Now the question is, are they going to wind up in the
That was actually kind of weird.
spaceship at the same time?
Probably, yeah.
I'm heading into Sierra.
It's gonna
like,
be really
now.
close. Oh, you got it. Okay, good.
Oh,
So
you
this
got
is this is cheating the race. The way you're supposed to do cheating the race is like a really infamous level if you're just starting out, because it is not actually one of the harder levels trick-wise, but it is one of the harder levels just like pure movement-wise. And the point of this level is that you're racing this mafia guy, and you're supposed to use the time stop hat in order to like just get far enough ahead of him by just abusing time stop. But it's actually possible just to do it by having really good movement and taking advantage of momentum. That was really clean.
There is not Manor Hover.
Oh, and on SWC screen, you saw the other hover, which is Manor Hover. So the second one is all about going there's actually a hole above where the manor is, and we can use the cherries once again to hover all the way up. There's actually 2 walls, and it's really annoying.
Yeah.
You have to go you have to hit in between and get enough height and enough speed. That way you can get up to the top and fall down.
Extremely finicky.
Do you want to get Birdhouse Relic?
Yep, I'll get Birdhouse Relic. I'll just not hookshot glitch in Birdhouse.
Fair. Yeah,
So,
so ideally I would be getting a relic on top of the manor. Basically I would hover to the top of it, but getting it from this position is really awkward because the camera locks on that basement door, and making your way back up the manor is very weird.
Cygnus is moving into Alpine, which is the first of 2 free roam areas that the game has, which is potentially like you can just go do whatever, all the things in different orders. It's more of like an open world sort of design. This is like the first part where you unlock it, and there's gonna be a bunch of much more difficult parts coming up.
Yeah, Alpine intro is pretty free. You can soft lock here. If this goes down at the same time as this last pillar over here, you can soft lock, and this banner here that I'm gonna be picking won't spawn. But it's very
geez.
hard to actually pull that off. So
Yeah,
There's
you need
actually-
to time it pretty well.
yeah,
There's actually a hidden door in the basement of Queen Vanessa's manor that lets you skip the entire level. That's like an intentional thing. It's like because it's a horror level, and so if you
Very.
don't want to be spooked, which I don't like being spooked, but
Also fast.
you can just go
so.
through the door. It is also very fast because QVM normally is extremely slow. This is
That's
pipe,
really
pipe's cool
nice
level.
that you can just skip that. That's great.
Yeah.
Very convenient.
Can there be a dev door for ship shape?
No,
Yeah.
Shape's the best
No.
level.
Unfortunate.
Pipe's a fun level. It's all about like being fast enough to hit cycles, and then other than that, it's just movement. One of the more fun riffs, I think.
Yeah, I
I'm
like
now
that
in
a lot.
Alpine. It's fun. It's a good world, but it's very
Alpine
movement
is good.
heavy.
Alpine is really cool, but very punishing, especially if you can make
Oh, yeah.
mistakes. You're gonna see some awesome tricks here. Like for example, on the zip line, you're gonna notice that whenever Cygnus gets to the end of it, there's gonna be a pause. And that's actually because whenever you reach the end of the zip line, the game sets your checkpoint there. So if you actually pause before the end, you'll save your checkpoint earlier. And we're actually going to get to the top, get this horn, and
Well,
then fall off and get sent
Specifically,
back.
pause and then
Yeah.
unequip hookshot and re-equip hookshot.
Yeah.
'Cause you're not supposed to be able to get off of the banners until the end, but by unequipping hookshot, it'll immediately like kick you off.
Yep.
Trade offer. You give the ability to have checkpoints. I give cool backflips.
Backflips
Hell
are
yeah.
extremely
I
important.
accept that trade offer.
Yeah,
I'm
for whatever
in.
reason, the game like when you hookshot off, the game gets really weird and just makes all jumps a cool backflip, and it looks awesome.
It wasn't even always like that. I think it was like DLC 1. That just like randomly appeared in the game. It's weird.
Right now, Swoosh is doing everyone's favorite first-person or third-person shooter, which is mail delivery service. Not a lot to say about MDS except for
There is a lot of aim assist.
There's a lot of aim assist, and
horizontally.
there is a two. There are two that you could hit with one
Yeah, I missed it. But
mail if you're accurate about it.
So did anyone say? Oops. Did anyone say
you doing-
ultra jumps?
You're doing the ultra jump, okay? Explain
Oops.
how an ultra jump works.
Yo, ultras?
have at it.
There.
You're right. That's way better than just doing a TSJ. What were we thinking?
Ultra jumps are this really weird mechanic they added very late in DLC 2. So basically, there's this auto jump feature. We don't really know why they added it. It's supposed to be an accessibility thing to make sure you don't have to jump often. But it has this bug where you're able to maintain the momentum you get from holding jump. Like normally, if you hold jump, it changes how high your jump goes. And you can actually maintain this momentum by having auto jump on. If you're like holding it, it's really weird. But if you hold jump and enable auto jump and then disable auto jump, it'll actually give you that boost and like fling you up really high.
That's great.
It's great.
That's awesome, actually,
So-
that y'all figured that out.
Yeah. That was added like this year.
Yeah,
Oh
it was very
wow.
recent.
Okay,
Like in
so relatively
January,
new
yeah.
tech.
Yeah.
Because this game
It
came out
is
in
not used.
2017, right?
Yep.
So
Yeah.
Came out in
that's pretty new.
October-ish, September-ish.
Very cool.
Court, I have a question for you.
What's up?
If you were fighting an outhouse and you wanted to kill it more quickly, what would your strategy be to beat it?
Give it a lot of hugs? Question mark?
With lag.
Okay, that's
But-
surprisingly
Actually,
close
yeah.
to what we did.
Okay, let's go.
Surprisingly close.
I've
So
never played this game before. That was a wild guess.
This is Toilet Quick Kill. And essentially what we're gonna do is you, in this phase right here, you line yourself in the right position, you wait for the right cue, then you walk forward and it lands on your head, and then you pull it shit off here and it doesn't have collision with the ground at that point, and so it falls through, hits a death play, and you finish the level.
That's
That's
what-
beautiful,
Lovely.
actually.
There are actually two routes in any percent. There's the toilet route and there's the murder route, which is very fun to explain to people who don't know anything about hat, without out of context, which is, do you prefer toilets or murder? And the toilet route does this quick kill, and the murder route we do Murder on the Owl Express, which is a very cool level that is more fun than the toilet level in my opinion. But
I get to do both.
Yeah.
I get to do both because it's all DLC. Also, this is normal. This is the Road to Village, which is one of the riffs. There's like a cool slide you can do there, but you do in any percent if you're doing the toilet route. We're also going to see a TSJ here, I think.
Hopefully.
I hate this TSJ.
Let's
Nice.
go.
Hey.
The thing with DSJs and TSJs is that they are dependent on the hitbox, and a lot of the hitboxes in Hat are inaccurate. There's one in you'll see. I'll try to remember to point it out later. There's one in the what's the Alpine
Twilight Bell
stage? Twilight Bell stage. That is just the most messed up hitbox.
It
ever.
is ridiculous.
It's so bad.
I will attempt it once, but that TSJ is really hard.
It's horrible. I
Yeah,
just
it
do
is very
the
difficult.
brewer.
Yeah, I will attempt the
Me too.
TSJ once, but it's very miserable because the TSJ is kind of tight to begin with, and the like actual collision of the thing you're jumping off of is so incredibly inaccurate to compare to the model. It's great.
I thought you were dead there.
Yeah,
I'm
no assist mode
fine.
gaming. Don't worry.
Okay,
Fine.
well, okay. I literally stopped doing, so Toilet Route is like considered, it's like 10 seconds slower and 90% optimally. And I started doing the murder route, not because to save that 10 seconds, but so I wouldn't have to do that stupid bell jump because I hate Village Drift so much.
It's
Even
fine.
though it's
gosh.
easier than the murder stuff, I hate Village Rift. I didn't explain the lava yeets that you do. If you jump into lava, it boosts you up a bit. And if you are currently being damaged by lava, you cannot be damaged by lava again until you like stop being damaged by lava for a certain amount of time. So you can like keep hitting the lava hitbox and just boost yourself up. Okay, this is murder. Murder's good. Well,
Oh, yeah.
okay.
I'll
Hold
be
on.
doing lava burst one more
Phrasing.
time during this level.
So,
Or during this world.
Murder is like if you've ever played Paper Mario, it's like that one level of Paper Mario where you are trying to solve the murder on the train. It's very reminiscent of that. There are invisible walls here. We clip out of bounds using a trash can, then we clip back in bounds. Step on this button. Now we're gonna go over here.
The floor there is it's like an invisible wall, so you can't just jump
you
up.
can't just jump up. But by clipping out, we get into there. We're gonna grab this key over here. And then we double jump up to or DSJ up to here. That's what I meant, which like opens up this last door over here. And then we do a lag STJ, which is you do a sprint double jump, but you lag before it, which gives you a little bit more distance. Run in the room, run out of the room, you finish murder. This is normally like
That's
a
it.
very long stage where you're collecting all this
really
evidence.
long.
At the end, you pick one, but we skip the entire stage by doing it this way. It saves
and
a lot of
luckily, the game
hours.
does let you pick someone. There is an achievement to complete this level without picking up any evidence, but it just gives you the conductor by default
Yeah.
if you don't pick up anything. But yeah, the possible people that you can blame are the conductor, the owl that's the victim, rather the dead owl on the side here.
Yourself?
The crows, yourself, and also your cardboard cutout of an aunt, which we don't see here,
Yeah.
but very cool. All right, now we're going right back in to do the rift in the level.
The rift is hard. The rift's hard.
Very fun.
It's hard. There's an even harder version depending on like how good you
The
are.
other, the optimal version of this rift is dumb.
You can, there's a lag TSJ there. You TSJ and you lag. You can also do it with a normal TSJ, but it's tighter. Yeah, it's great. It is not great.
It's great if you're good at it.
Yeah, it's cool. It saves 5 seconds.
Yeah, B made Do Crimes has gotten a lot darker with my admission that murder is good, actually.
Actually, murder is good.
So this is be another slingshot. Ice hat slingshot. You can only do it off certain ones, and only on certain like. They have to be like facing the right directions.
Yeah,
the button has to be on the right side. It's very weird.
We literally have a video. It's called the side.mp4. Because it's like a specific side
Aw.
that just works for it for whatever reason.
And so you're supposed to like hit all those buttons, and this platform extends out. It's pretty slow.
Okay,
So
that's
you just do
collision.
an ice hat slingshot, and then you jump on top of this thing instead of hitting these buttons. Just do a regular double jump up to here.
Yeah,
That's like not even a trick. You just do a regular double jump.
you just jump. Yeah,
First
you're
you
supposed to hit
jump,
the buttons and then like a
then you jump
platform
again.
pops up or something. I don't know.
Stig's doing a zip here where
There.
you jump, you just run onto the windmill, and then it like zips you up, and then you hit some plane, and it respawns you back at the place you want to be. It's very weird.
Yeah.
Brief interruption
Level
to
is, like,
Mustache Grill because we have 25
Really
time
cool
pieces.
level.
Yeah, when you have 25 time pieces, you unlock Finale. And
Which
so
is
you
the
have
final
to,
level of. It's like
you have to play
it's
as
supposed to be
Mustache
the
Girl, who
finale.
has the best dive animation, and that
You also can't climb walls.
it's less of an animation and more of her model. She like T-poses on the ground essentially. This is
Beautiful.
Train Rush. Train Rush in Death Wish.
Nightmare mode.
No, I was gonna say Night Wish, which is a very different thing. In Death Wish is a banger of a song, but we will only get to hear regular Train Rush, which is
This
pretty
one
good
is
still.
too.
Yeah, but the
music in
other
this
ones
game
really
is
like that.
fantastic. I
Music is
really,
very
really
good.
love it.
Top-notch.
Lovely.
Yeah, the sound effects and the music are all really high quality in this game. Big
For
reason
sure.
why I enjoy watching it, along with the, the great movement, of course.
Definitely one of the highlights.
Yeah.
I only
This
run
one-
games with good music. What can I say?
Same.
So this level that I'm entering right now is the Twilight Bell, which is the level we were talking about earlier with
Probably that was a
the
really
base-
weird level.
the bad TSJ. So it's gonna be at the very end of the level. So
Yeah.
and there's a lot of like weird jank in this level.
Yeah.
Like this.
I'll try to explain it.
Like water giving you an extra jump when you climb by
Yeah.
like that.
And then you like jump onto here and slide. You can slide over, which is slightly faster. I just run because if you get caught in that, like,
Yeah.
if you fall to the right, then you doesn't work. You jump over
bad.
here, and then if you jump at the right spot here, you get in that wall, then you zip up, and you jump up to here, and
here
this
we
is the part
go.
where we're saying.
Oh yeah, this is the TSJ. It's from here.
It's
from here.
ridiculous.
So
And you can
like the collision, I'll show
Like, look
you
at that
the
collision.
is-
Yeah, just show it off.
Look at
Like, it's
that.
so messed up. So
Yeah,
what you can do
that's
instead,
bad.
accurate.
what you can
Shocker.
do instead. Oh, that checkpoint you there?
Yeah, it does.
I didn't know that. What you can do instead is you can throw a brewer from here,
We do also have Brother Hat, right?
and then
also
hit the
miss.
thing again.
Could also just use
This is
Brother
great.
Hat.
Because you have to like
Yeah.
turn off the bell in order to get actually over there. Because you're supposed to do this with the Dweller Hat, which like makes these platforms solid or not solid. But we don't have the Dweller Hat at this point, unless we do. I don't know if you guys
We
if you
can,
crafted it.
yes.
You can just craft it because you have enough yarn. But normally in ATP you wouldn't at this point.
Yeah.
Y'all ready for the best level in the
This is
game?
Big Parade. It's a 4.5 minute auto scroller.
Yo.
Cool. I can talk groups.
It's also the first level.
Conductor's hat. It's so cute.
It's very cute, but it's the first level
Aw.
that introduces these like rope people that follow you. It's kind of like the game Snake, where they're gonna follow you, and then so you have to just keep following a new path so that they don't hit you because they do damage if they hit you.
Oh.
And then you're also supposed to like collect these groove tokens.
This is so cute. I love the little
endorsements.
band. I'm the trumpet. I'm the trumpet player.
It is unfortunately a 4.5 minute auto scroller that you do have to pay a marginal amount of attention to.
Dang.
It's not easy to die here, but I've almost died here like 100 times. So.
You did die in the PB run. I can't say that.
I did. I
Fun
did die
fact
in a
about
PB run.
this burger thing so this is how you unlock the purple rifts, which are a different version of the bonus rift stages that involve you collecting these special rift pawns to get to the next segment of them. That cutscene where you talk to Cooking Cat and Cooking Cat gives you the other part of the burger actually soft locks the game if you have skipping cutscenes on in
Oh,
certain
no.
versions.
Yeah, in
Thankfully not in this
2.1,
version.
which is like the main patch that people use to run the game, or at least used to. Now it's a bit different, but people used to run mainly on or only on 2.1 for 90% and
is still only
ATP-based
around 2.1.
levels.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you soft lock if you don't turn off all the skippable cutscenes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get the relic, and then Cooking Cat talks to you, and then you just stare at each other until the end of time. It's very cool.
It's
The
great.
cutscene, the cutscene doesn't properly end. So,
And, interesting thing about the purple rifts is that there's all these like shiny rift pawns. You need a certain number to open the kettle or whatever it is you want to call it. But they don't have to be from this segment. Like you save them between sections. So you could actually like, if there was a fourth one here that was easier to get the one later, you could just grab 4 here, and then only have to grab 2 later on, which is kind of cool.
But we actually don't
Did
care
anyone like
because
lava
we're
cake?
just gonna skip this.
We're just gonna skip this by doing this lava boost up to the top, and then you do an ice hat slingshot, and then you get to the last segment of the rift. I hate this ice hat slingshot
Yeah.
because I'm
What's
bad
actually-
at ice hat slingshots.
What's actually
I
going
missed
on
it.
here is like there's all these rooms that are kind of like hidden. They're all placed in like volumes. So what the game does is it kind of hides them in other volumes, but you can still like use this momentum here and basically just fly over to where the next volume is
Yep.
and just activate the room.
Easy.
It's great.
Also, you might have noticed there that lava hitboxes not correct. You can just
Yeah.
run through lava sometimes.
It's fantastic. They didn't bother with like actual lava collision at the top there because you're not supposed to get up there.
Yeah.
I will not equip a sticker. So I'm about to do the finale of Alpine right now, which is called "The Illness Is Spread," and
Just
it's a
basically-
fun level. It sort of highlights how good hookshot glitches are, which we talked about earlier.
Yeah, essentially it's like a tour of the places we've already been already. And so what you have to do is go to the like 3 different main areas and beat up a plant at each one.
Yeah.
You beat up a plant.
You beat up a plant. That's what you do.
I mean, not wrong.
I know. But
Don't be
and
hookshotting.
it would be really slow if you had to go all the way back with the hook shots. You have to like watch the whole thing. But because we don't get checkpoints, if you just take off the hook shot badge in time, you can just run off the edge and void out back to the start.
Yep. So I'll be hookshot glitching on literally every single checkpoint, except for the last one because you get
Doesn't matter.
teleported into a cutscene
Yeah.
after it.
Does
Big
make this pretty
parade,
scary
big
because
gun.
that means like if you
Yeah.
do fall at any time, you will go all the way back to the start.
Fortunately, the movement for illness is like not that bad.
Yeah.
Relative
Yeah.
to the other parts of the level.
You can
Just a
fall
matter
like
of not
here
falling.
if you like walk on these fences. I'm just not gonna do it because I don't really want to fall off right now. But like
Yeah,
ideally,
you
you
can-
walk on those fences.
Also, ideally, you just don't get hit by the plants that are falling down on you, but that is something I'm bad at doing. I'm so
can be
good at
hard.
getting hit by the stupid plants. So yeah, beat up a plant. Oh, the thing we never mentioned about attacks in this game is that it's just kind of funny. You can't mash. If you mash, it's slower. You have to time it, I think, 8 frames, either 6 or 8 frames apart. It's very weird.
I love that mashing is
right.
outlawed in the speedrun. I'm so here for this.
Well, yeah, we don't actually text mash in this game too,
Yeah.
because we bind essentially text mash to scroll wheel, or you bind scroll wheel to right click or something. I'm not 100% sure what you would do. I just know that there's a
Something like
It's
that.
like an
yeah.
auto cutscene bind in a way, like to speed the
Essentially,
mashing
yeah.
for you.
It'll
That's
just-
very nice.
It'll just speed through all the text.
yeah,
Runner
that's
health is
fantastic.
important, everyone. Just runner health overall. So
It's also faster.
it is
Yeah, I
faster.
support that.
All right, y'all ready for the best level in the game?
I'm ready.
this
Are you being
Chip
ironic
Alright.
or serious?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
This
Oh,
is
award
this is the
ceremony?
best.
All right.
All right,
This
here we
this
go.
level's really,
Okay.
this is really
Okay,
hard.
this is
isn't it?
really hard.
This is
All right,
engaging.
And
Okay.
all right, we're getting there.
Okay.
Oh my
Are you
god.
gonna
that
get
was
it?
So
Are you gonna
Here's
get
the
it?
hard part. Here's the hard
Are
part.
you gonna get it?
Yes.
You got
So
it.
clean. 991.
That's
that a
fake
seagull?
award.
Wow, congrats. That was
Not even close.
So yeah,
So that's
the
fake
plot
award.
of Bird, spoiler alert, is that you're getting all these calls from like this mysterious source, and they reveal that actually you should go back to Dead Bird Studio after hours and investigate what's going on.
Yeah, I'm going here on hours. It's slightly faster with this route
Yeah.
because typically after that fake award one, you would answer the phone where in Murder you like talk to this like mysterious figure on the phone about like just stuff that happens in like the plot of that level. So
Why
you go
did I
talk to
just
that
clip
again,
into the level?
and then
Why not do I do that and just clip into the elevator?
yeah, exactly. So this elevator always exists. This elevator takes you to the basement, but it's guarded by these 2 owls, which you can see like the red outlines in the bottom for. That's their like hit detection. So if I was to walk into that, I would get caught and then sent back. But the elevator always exists, and it takes you to basement whenever you want. I'm doing it now because it's just kind of most convenient for our routing. But
Yeah.
you can do it really whenever you want.
Nice.
And then this fight is section is like slightly different in terms of like the dialogue depending on who you side it with. Like throughout the levels, you can collect these different tokens that are like, do you support grooves or do you support the conductor more?
I think it's conductor here. Should be.
It's conductor.
That
yeah.
sounds right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
lots of climbing out of bounds. But more climbing out of bounds.
That
All
about in this
culminating
game
with
is always
one-
super cool.
With a lag clip into this section, which skips a ton of the level and pretty much brings you to pretty much the end,
Yeah.
which is really nice.
Well done. That's awesome.
This is one
even
of the
here.
longest levels in the game.
Yeah.
Even with this movement, because of something else that we'll go over in a minute.
Intended, it is the longest level in the game.
Yeah.
Along with the level I just finished, the illness is spread.
So, have we talked about the patches yet?
We have
I don't
not.
remember. So we are running this on the current patch because last week the online party mode, which we talked about at the beginning of the run, kind of broke on other patches except for the current patch, and because of that, there's a quick kill in this fight, and it's a lot harder to do on this patch versus other ones. So I probably won't get it. Which makes the fight about 3 minutes longer, which is really
Yeah.
cool. This fight's very long. The conductor has like 33 health or something. But yeah, good music though. So
It is a
that's,
good
That's
song.
one.
It does. It does
benefit.
have good music.
And
Do we have some,
quick
you
note for
know,
this is
some more-
actually.
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I just wanted to say, there's a few people coming in asking, you know, is this a race? What's going on? You know, for new viewers, you want to explain briefly again what this category is and your strategy here?
Yeah.
So this is a patent time old time pieces 2-player cooperative
Competitive.
where
Yeah, it's co-op.
where there are 2 runners here are collecting all the timepieces individually between the 2 of them using a mod called Yoshi, what's it called?
Online
Online
Party
Party
Super
Super
Party
Sync.
Super Sync. I knew all the words but not the order.
OPSS for short.
Yeah.
Fun fact about this quick kill, it's actually really, really easy normally.
Yeah.
You just like lag at the right time and then he just falls
Yeah.
to the floor.
So ideally, you lag after hitting the conductor before he does a certain move.
Yeah.
But for some reason on this patch, you can only do it when you hit the conductor in the air, which is the hard part, which I missed. So enjoy 3 more minutes of this song. It's really good.
It is very good.
The fight itself, though, is actually pretty cool because what you'll notice is it goes through all of the phases of the acts you've been through. Like, it'll have elements of every act you've done, like Picture Perfect, Train Rush, the Parade. It's actually pretty fun. This is like the best developed fight they did.
It's a good fight. It's just very,
Yeah.
very long.
Yeah.
I also like the Snatcher fight a lot though, just because of the gimmick.
Snatcher
of
fight is
when,
very
good.
when you can
This
attack
part's nice,
Snatcher is
too.
very funny.
Unfortunately, we didn't get to see that fight in this run. Unfortunately, it is fast to skip it.
Oh, surprise.
Oh no,
There's
you have a
a-
bomb on you. You got your Rube. They
It's
played
actually
ya.
my 5G antenna. Forgot there's always a
Okay.
volume you gotta go in here. Okay. Yeah, so now we just don't die.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
no.
wait for Grooves to help us out here.
Yeah. So if we had more points for grooves, we'd be fighting grooves. And then basically the opposite would happen, but the fight is exactly the same, no matter the side. The arena is a little bit different. Like this one's like the conductor's arena, but the grooves arena is a tiny bit different. But other than that,
Yeah, the dialogue.
the
is
fights
different,
themselves are the same.
Yep.
You are done with Alpine now, yes?
Yep, I will now be doing Mafia Cooks.
Mafia of Cooks, which is the backup level at any percent if you are having trouble with hitting the race.
You want to watch the start here because this is a really cool trick.
I'm gonna take a little bit to set it up to make sure it goes right. Okay, we missed it first try. So this is a very cool lag shot. I did miss it, but you can go straight into the purple time rift here if you did a lag shot. It's pretty cool. It's really fast. Kind
if
of
you
recently
bomb-
discovered. Kind of recently discovered-ish. Rediscovered, I should say, maybe.
I love the diffuse there.
Giant pair of safety scissors. All right, so this is the last phase, and yeah, we get the owls with knives. Very safe. But they also have cool glasses.
They do have full glasses.
Oh,
Should be wrapping up shortly.
there's a lag spike.
2 more hits, 1 more hit.
Are these the only like chain owls? Because there are penguins in all the other stages, aren't they?
What are they in Moon?
They're kind of
No, they're always the owls. They're all the band
Are
owls.
they?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe you're right.
All right, so that's basement. Very long level. 6.5 minutes with the out of bounds part in the beginning. So fun.
Yeah,
But
it's very long.
that's birds done. So now I will be moving into relic crafting.
Relic crafting. That's not Arctic Cruise. I was so excited.
Not yet. Are you? How far are you before you're done
I
with the
am
level?
right at the end of Mafia of Cooks.
Okay.
Okay,
Cool.
so relic crafting. You might have noticed that Boost went to talk to Snatcher, our good buddy Snatcher there. And that is because you need a lot of money to craft all the relics. But there's a way to craft relics for cheap.
I don't
Thanks
have
to
yarn
that.
for Dweller.
That LB saved.
You get it. Do you get it in CTR?
Or do I have? Was I just making? Yeah, I don't have it.
No.
I'll just.
LB saved. Why are you waiting here, Spoos?
So we can't be in the spaceship at the same time when I do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to go to
else
outer space
it's
and grab a
pretty
yarn
bad.
or something.
I got it. I got ruby yarn.
Yeah, so
Oh,
LB
okay.
saved this,
Well, I was
this
now
category.
entering outer space. Oh well.
Crash the pawn economy.
I
Because in
think-
order to craft these relics, there's an
I'm fine,
increasingly
actually,
more
without it.
expensive cost for each one. But what you can do is you can build it and then go into a death wish level, and then it will unlock the level. But then not keep it there. You can
So
just
I
keep
think with
using
our
the same-
routing, I don't need to do it.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, I thought I was going to, then I saw the pawns, and I don't actually need to. So, anyways.
all right. Never mind.
Yeah, typically you basically can get every single relic crafted for the cost of one. You just you do what May just described.
There's a
But,
lot of old or like
turns out we
older
don't have to.
ATP guides that are like, make sure you grab all the pawns because you really need them because this this
in base
category
levels you
is
still
just
need them.
pawn nonsense, but it's not as bad in DLC.
Yeah.
You do it in it. So Cygnus is now doing Yakuza Metro, which is DLC 2, which is one of probably the best stage they've done in my opinion. It's really good.
Metro is very good.
This is the trick called boop station, where you boop into that wall and then you clip onto the train down here and let you skip the entire stage. And then you get spawned at the last part and you ride this train over to the end, and then you get the timepiece. Very quick. Because it's a free roam stage, just like Alpine, it's not going to boot you out to the hub every time you get a timepiece, which is sometimes good and is sometimes not good. We get like 5 timepieces in Metro for any percent because they're just all really fast. There's a
Yeah,
lot
we would do more if it because it didn't take 20 timepieces to unlock. Unfortunately, it
Exactly.
takes 20 timepieces to unlock.
This is a dumpster dive.
Easy.
First you dumpster, then you dive. It's actually pretty tricky.
I will not be going
and then-
for CP subscon skip here because it is hard.
After that, you just slide over to here and you clip into the right spot, and you've done yellow manhole overpass. Yellow overpass.
Yellow overpass
manhole.
manhole.
I can't say words in the right direction, or right order. Okay.
Right
Are you gonna look?
direction.
Are you gonna go look at the book? Go look at the book.
Okay,
It's
so
not in this one.
this is another one of those levels that
It's in a couple volumes.
Oh, I was like, I'm pretty sure
Or
it's in
volumes. Yeah, it is. It's just not in this section.
this
yeah.
is another
Yeah,
one of those
there's-
levels that broke on the patch we're on. You can do a faster route here. Oh, nice. I love hitting the. Anyways, you're supposed to not be able to like do this train section here, but I'm gonna have to sit through it. So enjoy that. Just vibing on this train. It's very slow.
All right, let's take a short
But,
detour, do a little bit of required reading for the class.
Yeah, let's
But
do some
yeah.
required reading, please.
A large heavy book titled Proof of Ethical Consumption Under Capitalism. The pages are all blank.
Thank you for that informative lesson.
Thanks, Gears.
We in the Head and Time speedrunning community wish to remain informative at all times.
It's true.
Okay.
Like, what is the point of playing video games if not to learn?
So this is my least favorite TSJ in this game. I'm gonna try it once, and if I
Oh my
fail
gosh,
it,
you're
I am
actually
going
doing
to.
it.
I almost did it. Whatever. I'm just gonna not do it.
I appreciate the effort.
pretty bad. But the problem is that the alternative is you have to like don't. So these Roomba cats will try to clean you if you've fallen into the mud. And you have to like lure out of this thing.
Yeah.
What we didn't
this
mention
is
is this is actually the finale of
Yeah.
Yakuza, but we
it's
just kind of did
really
it early.
It's really fast on not this patch.
One of the important reasons to do a finale, like what we did in Subcon, to do it before the rest of the levels, is when you normally complete a level, like the finale book on top of the telescope fills up. That's a long animation. If you do the finale early, it skips that completely for all the other levels. So it's pretty important.
Yep. So this is Rush Hour. We skip. This is a very huge skip. Rush Hour doing this level intended is incredibly slow.
Yeah, level's about
There's like
5-6
this whole
minutes long
section
normally.
where the what's her name is like firing rockets at you and stuff, and it's cool. It's a cool level. It has good music, but it's very long.
Yeah,
Does have very good music.
it's less than great.
All right, on Spoose's side, we're going to be seeing another one of these purple rift skips. There's actually a lag shot you can do over here on this like little slope. And you can go to the second to last room. And it looks like this. Awesome.
Very cool.
Very good.
Nice job.
Most of the purple rifts have, or a lot of the purple rifts have those skips.
Yeah,
because
it's just
the
a matter
rooms,
of like,
the rooms are in vicinity to each other.
and
Sorry.
lag shots just let us get way more momentum than was ever intended.
Yep,
Yeah.
it's great. I love lag shots. They're cool take. Lag dive boosts, not so much. Which is a feature I haven't really spoken of. I've been doing some dive boosts with lag. TLDR, you go faster, and they're one frame, so you don't set a safe point when you do them. But they're very finicky to do in controller.
Yeah.
Unless you're on Linux, then it's a little bit better. But if you're not on Linux, it's weird.
Yeah, you have to set up like a really awkward keybind. And it's not super worth it, but it's used a couple times in 8%.
I fully
Like
forgot
top
ping
level.
pong exists.
Yeah.
I was like, you already did yellow overpass. What are you doing?
Yeah,
But essentially for ping pong station, you do yellow overpass or yellow station again. But then you just like if you like slide down the wall at the right position, then you'll like warp to this right spot. Lets you do the rest of ping pong, which is convenient. It's the easier of the two options for doing the stage or that getting one of the timepieces for any percent. But this is the other one, which is green manhole, where you clip into this bush, and then you dive boost over here, and then
You don't slide. If you slide if you're good, or if you're not me.
No, I don't like the slide because the slide is how I lose like 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's really bad if you miss it.
I didn't know you could hit that train, and so like I had a PB pace run die to that.
Yeah, so did
I think it was still a PB, which is sad. But yeah, you clip back in over here, and then you just get this timepiece.
This timepiece is super slow to get intended.
So this stage over here, this is the Arctic Cruise. The Arctic Cruise has two main mechanics that they use for the most part, and they are tasks and carrying stuff. The more you carry, the more it wobbles. That's something the game explains to you. You can carry up to 4 things.
You can carry as many items
You can carry as many as you want.
Really? I've never tried more than 4.
Yeah, we only do 4 here because it's
It
convenient.
gets extremely
but,
uncontrollable.
yeah.
And then these tasks, this stage right here, you're supposed to get the 11 shards of the timepiece. It is a mechanic they introduced in this DLC, and you get them by pretty much going around the entire ship and doing certain stuff. So in this case, we need to carry this bath bomb or like soap bomb into the washing machine. We have to go and take out some trash. We have to deliver food to tables.
It's great.
Things like that.
Awful to pick up.
And this is foreshadowing for the best level in the game, which is going to come
Yes.
Everyone
Yay.
enjoy some shaping of ships.
Pick up, yeah. Yeah.
Ship shape on GDQ.
I'm so excited.
Yay!
I hope you all
Cygnus
are
is doing-
excited.
I'm ready.
I'm
This
not.
level where you have to collect all 100 of these like power orbs, It's essentially an auto-scroller.
It's an auto-scroller. It's very boring. I'm having
So
a
it's like
grand
collecting
time.
the 100 purple coins in Mario Galaxy kind of vibe.
Exactly.
You just gotta run around and collect a bunch of stuff. Gotcha.
Yep. And the
Nice.
trains move you for you, so you don't like actually need to do much. It's a chill, like, it's pretty late in the single player run too, so it's pretty chill. You kind of just vibe for a little bit.
Cozy.
But yeah, it's cozy, but not the most interactive level, no. Not the greatest.
Gotcha. While we're doing some ship shape, I have some, a few announcements going on. For all of you tuning in, this is the premiere of the new cooperative show on Hotfix called It's Dangerous to Go Alone. Super excited to be your host. My name is Frozen Flygon, and I'm having a great time watching this hat run. Hope you all are too. And we also have some more shows coming on up. We have Monday at 7 Eastern, we have the premiere of Awfully Silly, highlighting awful and silly games, and also games that are both. And then after that, That's Never Happened Before is starting its new time slot every other Monday after Awfully Silly with the exhibition of Dark Souls. And for the highlights of all your GDQ shows, if you're not able to catch them all live, we have the Sum of Best Segments channel on YouTube. So be sure to subscribe over there to see a bunch of highlights from the show like this one. After we wrap up, we'll have a highlight of all the awesome shows that you've gotten to see on Hotfix.
Y'all ready for the best level in the game?
This is
I'm
ship
ready.
shape.
It's time.
For the third time.
So there's a lot for us to explain for ship shape. Ship shape is essentially taking that task mechanic that we saw last time and making it pure RNG. So in ship shape, you need to complete 18 tasks. And
Okay.
you complete 18 tasks. These tasks are random with an asterisk, and unfortunately we have the person who maybe understands tasks more than anyone else in the world, other than maybe Cax, who might be on the same level. Epic Yoshi Master here to explain ship shape.
Yeah, so Taskmaster, it's random with an asterisk. What does that mean? That means that there's like over 1,000 lines of code dedicated to one specific class for this one specific mission, all about making it somewhat fair and predictable, but at the same time not. So like this mission focuses on giving you like tasks in adjacent rooms, the room you're in. It tracks the last room you were in. It also has this thing called distant task where it tries to take you from one room to another. So actually all of these rooms, they have like volumes around them, and that's how they know where you are. There's a lot to this level, and I like to give a shout out to Kazaru or Cax, who is like the most insane runner of this level ever. They've gotten the only sub 3 ever, which is actually like incredible.
Insane.
They have
the level of dedication that Cax has to ship shape is inspiring.
Wow.
Shout
Yeah.
out to Cass. Absolutely.
It's
What a
wild.
baller.
So yeah, this stage is infamous because it is extremely random. I speedrun Pokemon, so I'm like, whatever. This level's cool.
No big deal.
Randomness does not scare us.
Randomness
Pokemon
doesn't scare
runners.
me. It's just, everything else scares me, but randomness is fine. This is pretty good.
Yeah.
But
These are pretty good tasks.
you're
Do you
a
need
platform
to
runner,
get this?
RNG is scary. It's spooky.
Yeah. The
Very.
tasks, while the tasks that spawn are random, there's a set list of tasks. So like certain things will always go to certain places. Like, the starts and the ends are always the same. There are also a ton of clips you can do in this stage to save time. If you ever clip out of bounds in this stage, you will be warped back to the captain, which is very convenient. There's also a trick at the end that will be used to create the timepiece slightly faster. There's clips from getting from one room to another, like between certain rooms, things like that. There's like theoretically you want to be in certain places at certain times when tasks spawn in ways that I don't really understand, but Yoshi does.
I wish I could explain it, but it's actually so complicated. I literally
it's
have
so
an entire
much.
document dedicated to trying to explain it.
These tasks have been really good though.
Yeah,
they've
they
been pretty
have.
solid.
GDQ luck. Easy.
Apparently.
This level is really cool in the sense that, unlike all of the other levels, you have to actually like adapt your route. You're routing on the fly here. You're not
Absolutely.
necessarily
Yeah,
gonna know
it
what
was.
you're getting. Yeah.
I sure
Even
So
though-
you
did.
have to
though-
like figure out the
despite
best
the
route to
fact
go
that,
between tasks.
If I thought that pawns affect RNG, it is a manipulus level. Pawns don't actually affect RNG. It's something that was originally coded in the game and then never they got taken out.
It got taken out because it soft locks, but it's still in the game. It's a thing.
I like that you've been putting off this Mercial task for.
I'm going right now.
What
It's
a
on the
mood!
way.
What a mood! So,
Yeah, I think the routing
beginning
of
of
this is so
you'll
great.
get
Congrats
more-
to me for getting my best ship shape time.
Yeah, that was
here.
really good.
Woo,
So
nice
your goal
job.
here, you want to get as close to the end as you can because you're gonna get warped back to the captains. But the timepiece you can see is right here. So what you do is you jump on the chair and you talk to him, or you just keep bouncing on him.
Nope, that didn't do it. Oh my god. Can I? Thank you.
All right. Well, this is
I
gonna
missed
work.
it. I missed it a while ago, anyways.
Ideally,
I
you
love
do
that
that.
bounce
you
sound
jump,
effect.
you jump onto the stage and then you lag warp back to the front because the chair is not a safe spot.
All right, this is no longer my best ship shape, unfortunately.
What is the
Off by 1 second.
Oh, so it's like a
Anyways,
3-3? Something?
Can actually got a world record off that one.
431.
Yeah.
Again?
Oh.
Yeah, no, the world record is like 258.
It's insane. But also,
I don't like that level, so-
Cax is a tracker of number of sub 4 and number of sub 3 runs, and it's like 1 sub 3 run and 400 and something
Yeah.
sub 4 runs. So
I do not like ship shape, so I'm happy that's out of the way.
Yeah, so, the route is kind of off. We were talking about earlier how, the director quick kill got patched, right? So, usually, we would be a lot closer, but that's kind of messed with our routing a little bit.
Yeah.
this is clock TSJ.
So,
Yeah, this is a cutscene that's happening right now.
I'm more ahead than I
seems
usually
over.
would be, by quite a lot, from what I gather. I'm in finale right now, SWC.
Yeah, we're at the same pace we were on last time, so there's gonna be a
Okay.
little bit of waiting from Cygnus, but it shouldn't
Sure.
be terrible.
Yeah.
Because I have handful of us left.
There's a lot for us to explain in the finale, the fight at the end of finale. Not as much really to explain for the gauntlet. The gauntlet is mostly just a lot of movement using tricks that we've explained so far.
What?
It's just a very cool movement section.
You can pick
this
up these
stage
objects with
is
brewer,
weird.
don't worry about it.
So yeah, you can pick up the seals by hitting them with a brewer. My theory for this, that I don't know if this is true, but I assume Yoshi probably does. Is it because if you damage one, it picks it up?
I think so, yes. There's actually a really funny story where I think someone was talking with a dev and I think the dev made a joke that you should throw a brewer at one to pick it up, and then someone tried it and it actually worked, and everyone was just freaking out because the dev didn't even know that would happen.
Oh my god. But yeah, the whole this plot of this stage or this level is that Hat Kid got bored and then crashed the ship.
I mean, the ship's name was the SS literally can't sink. I don't really know what you expected.
That is true.
So,
That's beautiful.
But yeah, we do a little slide there to warp us back to the start. The end of this level is weird in that
Yeah.
we'll see in a second, but essentially you save everyone and then you're we have to go, I'm gonna go save the captain, and then the conductor is well, if you're not back, the conductor was well, I
this
really like
platform
my
is
whole
broken, by the way.
my stopwatch mechanic. So if you're not back in 8 seconds, then I'm gonna leave without you.
Lord.
I'd like to lag warp. Hello. Hat kid. Please.
Hat Kid, lag warp
Here
already.
Ugh. Great. Anyways.
So yeah, now conductor's if you're not back in 80 seconds, we're leaving without you. Which is okay, I don't know. Remember
I think
saved
if you
your
pick up the
bub?
captain, the timer changes. It gives you more time, but
That sounds
only
right.
if you pick him up. If you pick up a brewer, it doesn't.
That also
Yeah.
checks out.
You
for this-
actually skip a cutscene by throwing that brewer.
Can we cue in a slapstick orbs
Oh
explanation?
no, I got weird door. Okay.
Weird door is my favorite trick.
The first time I've ever actually gotten that. Sometimes when you approach the door, it just opens a little bit and then doesn't close.
Yeah.
Or it
then
stays closed.
Once again, you
I-
just once again you just slide it. All right, once again you just slide into this corner, and then it warps you back.
I gotta
to the
go the
start.
slow way.
The slow.
As,
Because you have no health.
I took damage.
Yeah.
This finale has been great. I've never performed a better better gauntlet, better finale. It's perfect.
It's okay. You're just trying to balance things out so that you
So
finish at the same
there
time.
are two tricks here that you're after you deal a certain amount of damage to Mustache Girl. I think it's 6. It's been a while since I played this. You you can skip this cutscene if you die at the same point or like right at the time that you hit her with a brewer. That you can skip this part because you'll have beaten the first stage, but then it'll respawn you into the hyperzone, which is the bitrate crushing section that you're seeing right now.
Say goodbye to the bitrate.
It's called Slapsy and Torpsy. There's also a timepiece C, but that's like it's really weird. And it's just random whether or not you get it based on the moves that she does. The way that all boss encounters work in Hat in Time is they have, for each phase of their fight, they have a selection of moves that they will do, and they will always do all of the moves in a random order before starting over again. So like, if that's in the first section, she will do the teleport, or she'll throw the timepieces, or she'll do the laser, and she'll do all 3 of those in a random order, and then each one will happen once, and then it'll start over.
Fun fact, on the patch we're actually using for normal speedruns, not current patch, which is what I'm on right now, the brewer hitbox is broken, so when you charge a brewer, your hitbox gets messed up. It's really bad and weird. But that got fixed on this patch. It's one of the few good. It's one of the few good things of playing on this patch. I still played really badly, but yeah.
Shout out to Dr.
This is the
Tree Frog.
infamous cherry phase. You need to deal a certain amount of damage to Mustache Girl here, and she will keep making these shields. But because of how the RNG works, like I just explained before, you need
That was a good cherry phase.
That was really good, actually. Most of the time, you'll get a 3 cherry. That's the most probable number, because essentially the way it works is like she has 2 different in her like the possible moves that she can do. 2 of them are to put up a shield, but if those 2 come up next to each other, she'll skip one. And so the best possible is a 1 cherry, which is like 2% or something like that.
Yeah,
it's very low.
But you can get anywhere from 1 to 4 cherries, assuming you don't miss any opportunities to do damage. But sometimes you can also deal 2 hits with one at once, or in 1 phase, which is more efficient. And
which is what I got to.
Like, you got like 2 doubles, didn't you?
Yeah, I got 2 cherries, 2 doubles, which is really fast too. It's like the best alternative to 1 cherry.
And then, so also in this last phase, Cygnus is going for what's called a brewer double, which is you throw a brewer at the same time that you dive onto her, and that lets you hit her twice with 1 phase if you time it right. And that was a solid finale.
Yeah, I mean, apart from the death and the gauntlet being a bit iffy.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
The finale IL time here is horrible. It's mostly because I died, but like, it was okay overall.
I didn't actually notice you died because I was explaining ship shape.
I died during
Slapsy.
Slapsy.
Was happening.
But yeah, that's the final level of the game, or it's not the final level of the game, but it's the finale of the story of the game.
I can't believe you didn't go for bad ending.
Then we get to do the last one.
Yeah, true. I should have done the bad ending.
You should have done the bad ending. Bad ending is the best category because there's no Mustache Girl RNG.
Yeah.
All right, are you ready for the best level in the game for the 5th time?
Ship shape?
No. Deep Sea.
Oh, Deep Sea is.
So Deep Sea is the longest and hardest and final well, not even final. Longest and hardest Purple Rift that we do in the run. There is one more Purple Rift after this, which I'll be doing after this level.
I love all my Purple Rifts equally. I don't care for Deep Sea.
Except Deep Sea. I don't mind Deep Sea. People typically say it's the worst level in the game, and probably is, but it's fine.
It's mostly bad because it crashes, and dying in the rift is very bad.
Yeah. Purple Rifts are super crash prone relative to any other level.
Stop saying that.
Sorry. Bad ending is when you get to Mustache Girl in the throne room, if you just walk away, it'll give you like multiple chances to not do that, and then if you keep doing it, then you get the bad ending.
It doesn't actually like end the game, it'll like put you back in the throne room, but it's still really funny. You get this like whole cutscene sequence.
Your choices matter.
Yes.
Mustache Girl remember that?
Deep Sea's a great level casually.
I wholeheartedly disagree. It's my least.
Yeah, I totally disagree.
Yeah, I totally disagree.
It's one of two. It's one of two levels that I haven't bothered to finish on my casual save because I hate doing it. And the
It's-
other being Tour because I can't unlock it because I haven't beaten Deep
Because you
Sea.
haven't done Deep Sea.
It's one of the levels that shows off the cool. It's got the coolest use of hat abilities, in my opinion, of any of the levels in the video game. The problem is that it's super punishing to, fall, because
It looks really nice.
epic.
It does.
I don't
look
even think
nice.
it looks.
It looks
Every time
nice.
I go
like
with
it.
this, I accidentally like drag gears. I'm like, I don't even think it looks that good. I don't know. It's like, it's no Roomby Factory.
Ruby Factory wasn't even made by them. That's a community level.
I know, but I like Ruby Factory a lot.
At least this level has music.
At least
Can we at least
the
get that?
song's a banger. I mean,
Pretty good.
that's what matters.
So that is the finale cutscene. This is sort of the end of the game. This cutscene here plays and
End
Yeah.
of the game for you.
end of the game for me. Yeah, it is not the end of the game for SWC, but
Well, GG on your half.
my part here is done. It's slightly out of sync, as we said, because
Right.
the writing got pushed off by us not being able to play on the patch we were supposed to be playing on. But
Things make it.
it's not too bad. SWC is only a little bit behind.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, this is kind of what we expected.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense.
this run's been pretty good though. And at least on my end.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
it's been a great run. I'm having
That's
a great time watching this.
the weird thing about playing a online mode like this is that you are like a patch can just break runs of earlier
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
a patch in current like you can't just down patch it because it's reliant on the online servers and stuff.
This is one of those levels where we go really out of our way to get the extra ones or the extra rift bonds here, because the next section is very, very long to get stuff in. So I'm getting a handful of extras here just to completely skip that next section.
Go get some rift tokens and spend for some dice while you wait.
Sure. I already got my die. Could
True.
actually get another one at 4. But yeah, you just completely skip this one because it's very long and annoying. Let's just not do it.
I love not doing levels.
I'm gonna simply choose no. I think that's
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that's good time save, if you ask me.
Hey, got the instant.
Nice.
So, something that I've been doing is you can like bounce on the rift and then use your ice hat to like cancel your momentum and then bounce back on it. On some places, like there, if like the ground geometry is weird enough, you can just hit all 4 at once, which is really cool and it looks cool. All right, so that's 55 timepieces. There are 56 in the game. So the last one is up here in the finale area. Called
Tour is themed after all of the other levels. It's a grand tour of the entire game.
I would
cool
like
level.
to do that. I would like to do
Was
that,
that
and
what-
then make it
Just
over the
do
fence.
a TSJ.
Should've just done the.
I would like to.
Should've just done the puzzle.
At this point, yeah. At this point. You know what? We're doing it.
Yeah, show off the puzzle. Show off the puzzle.
Gotta do it completely as
you did
intended.
it. You did it the slowest way ever.
Exactly. You get the epic freeze frame.
True.
Alright, so this is Tor. Yeah. We already explained it because I took so long to get into it. It's cool. You do a really fun turnip towards the end. And you also skip like a majority of the level. You only really skip one section, but that section is incredibly long. So it's worth it.
Yeah.
So this has one section for each of the base game worlds. So this is Mafia Town, next is Deadbird Studio, then Subcon, then Alpine. The Subcon section is egregiously long, so we skip it. But it's not with a lag shot. It is a different way
With running.
with a running and dive
The
boosting.
power of running.
I got a ton of momentum there, I swear.
I saw
But
it.
yeah, basically, I'm just getting enough rift ponds to open the kettle 2 sections from now, and also 1 for the final section. All right, turn it. 2, 3, 4. We'll call it 5.
So
Yeah, that turnip is really hard because the geometry on that section is very not accurate.
for whatever
Very
reason,
cool.
these like catwalk girder things are here. They just lead you from one part to the next.
They
Yeah.
last the entire level.
But they will
Have collision.
they will disappear at some point. It's
They
crazy.
still have collision.
But
Oh
they're
my
still
gosh.
there.
It's still a
This is
collision.
welcome to Hat in Time, everyone. I hope
I
you
love
enjoyed your
this.
stay.
Hello,
So-
walking above the entire universe.
Hey, it's Alpine.
Hey,
Look at that.
Whoa.
So, and after Alpine comes Time's End, which is the final level or world, which is the Mustache Girl world. This is Time's End themed, as you can see with all the cool lava and fiery things. Very, very scary, very spooky. So,
Halloween themed, spooky.
well, true, it's on
happy
brand.
Halloween, everyone.
Yeah.
And we get to do one final egg shot for this.
Here we go.
You can get hit on the way in. I'll show it off. There you go. You can take damage on the way into there. I've lost a couple runs to dying while entering the final thing. Time is also when I pick up the timepiece here. And time.
GG.
That
GG.
GG.
is a hat in time. All time pieces.
108.30,
Oh, well.
right? So in-game
It's
in-game
real
time.
time.
And roll for the die. Roll for the die again.
Yeah, we'll get the message from the producer what it is
Nope,
in real
only
time.
hat flares for
This
you.
This is great.
Hat flare.
Bad. I don't want it. This flare is rare. It's the
That's
same
rare
thing as the
flare.
basic one.
That's 4 seconds of our PB in this category. That's funny.
Wow,
Really?
great job.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Given that you have to do stupid slow.
Yeah, without
Kill.
quick kill.
Yeah.
So to truly verify that we have collected all timepieces, because if doing tour was not enough, we do get the completionist hat.
Looks like we got 113.05 real time. Great job.
Yeah, that is
That was
super close to
fantastic.
PB. Yeah,
That was awesome.
Great job.
That's the power of not crashing.
honestly.
Yeah, pretty much. And it's quite incredible because if we had Fast Conductor here, that would have
Okay.
been that would have been a pretty free PB. And also we could have faster loads. Our loads are worse on this patch too, or at least mine are.
Yeah,
So,
mine are okay, but they happen.
and since this is
Loads
measured in
exist.
real time, loads actually matter. Usually we would use in-game time, but we can't really do for this category. So we use real time, and loads actually matter. So, yeah.
Fantastic
Any,
run. All right, where can everyone find you all, and what are you doing? You know, what do you like to stream and do and play? Go talk about yourselves. Go.
Oh boy. I'm SWC19 on Twitch, and if you look it up into Twitter, you also find me there. I play this game, and
Or ass. Dude, just wait.
I always say I'm gonna stream, and then I never stream. So I'm
Not
very,
true.
I'm
You
very committal.
stream GeoGuessr sometimes.
True, I do play GeoGuessr. But yeah, I do a bunch of stuff. I also have a YouTube channel where I've made a bunch of tutorials for games, including any percent for At in Time, as well as some others like Celeste, Portal, etc.
Barney.
That's also SWC19. Also Barney's Hide and Seek game. That's a very good tutorial. You should
game.
watch it. Yeah, so that's me.
All right. Well, I'm CygnusCRS. That's my Twitch handle. Cygnus_SR on Twitter. I'm I used to be primarily a Pokemon speedrunner until I found a Hat in Time. And since I found a Hat in Time, I've pretty much been dedicated to this game exclusively. I've had some off streaks where I've come back to Pokemon, ran it here and there, but generally, I've stuck to this game. I love this game. I run a bunch of different categories. I run 8%, ATP, single player, which is the category we've been doing right now. But there's also the sporadic Pokemon content, especially Pokemon Alpha Sapphire, Pokemon Coliseum, and Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, if you're interested in that. That is pretty much everything about me that is relevant, I would say. So, yeah. Thanks for watching the run. I appreciate the deal.
Are we supposed to shout ourselves out too as commentators?
Yes, go.
Do it.
Okay, I'm Corvame. I'm really washed at Hat in Time because I don't really run it anymore. But I can talk really quickly, so they let me be unconscious sometimes. I'm mainly Pokemon these days. I run a lot of Pokemon Alpha Sapphire, and I have somehow convinced every single person in this call with me, besides Frozen so far, to run Alpha Sapphire at some point. So far, soon.
I own the
I'm working
game.
on it. But yeah, but you got fire at on my quiz, so now you have to run that. And yeah, I like do random speedrun stuff, but mostly Pokemon because I don't know. I have really bad luck, so I thought I'd turn that into content.
And then, yeah, I'm Epic Yoshi Master. As mentioned earlier, I'm the maker of the mod used for this run. I really love making mods. That's kind of what I'm going into. I'm also a speedrunner for the game. I haven't really been doing that as much recently. I've also been going into Pokemon, like May said. I run Alpha Sapphire sometimes. My Twitch is also Epic Yoshi Master. And yeah, that's me.
I also run the Makeup a Speedrunner Twitter account, so go follow that if you haven't yet.
True.
It's funny.
That's content. That's good stuff.
Oh yeah,
Alright.
I run Speeductress as well.
I
That's
do
a
like
thing I
that.
do.
This
That's
is
what
the
I do.
That I
Speedrun gimmick
definitely
account Twitter.
forget that I run about every week. So
When's a full moon?
Yes. All right, so thank you all so much for showing off Hat Co-op. That was the first one I've ever seen anything like that, and I thought it was super interesting. I put the link to the mod in the chat if anyone wants to try this out for themselves, because I love co-op runs. And we still have more coming up, so ! Schedule. We have Death Squared, which is an amazing co-op game that we're gonna see up next. Before we get to that, just a reminder that if you've missed out on any of the GDQ Hotfix shows, you can check out the archive of the past runs at youtube.com/gamesdonequick. You can catch all the Hotfix shows that have been going on. And you can see the schedule of Hotfix runs at gamesdonequick.com/hotfix. We have so many new shows that have just been added, you know, including this one. We've got Going Places, Awfully Silly, Legally Cute, so many that I know I'm excited to watch here on Twitch. And we're going to go to a quick break before continuing on with the rest of our show today. So, you know, get up, get some water, you know, all the things that you need to do before getting cozy watching the rest of this run. So see you all in a bit. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. I hope you all enjoyed that run of Hat in Time co-op. And we're going to be continuing with even more co-op runs. Before we get to those, I have a couple of announcements. Frame Fatale's game committee applications are open now. Go to GameStoneQuick.com to apply. Frame Fatale has also been selected as a finalist for the Game Her Awards. Learn more with !vote. Your vote would really mean a lot to me and the Frame Fatale's community. If you've missed out on any of our Hotfix shows, check out our archive of past runs at youtube.com/gamesdonequick. And if you're here from YouTube, hi, what's up? Feel free to join us over at Twitch to check out our live shows starting most nights at 7 p.m. Eastern. We have a variety of shows that you can check out at GameStoneQuick/Hotfix, spanning from a bunch of different genres, like this show, It's Dangerous to Go Alone, which is featuring co-op speedruns. You can do !dangerous to get some information in the chat, and !schedule to see the lineup of runs for the rest of the day. So, without further ado, I am super stoked for Death Squared with Paticusma and Eliza. How are you two doing?
We're doing pretty good. Excited to be here.
I'm super excited for this. You want to tell us a little bit about what this game is and why y'all decided to start speedrunning it?
It's a puzzle game that just has really great silly VO and is co-op, and so we played it and we were like, yeah, this one.
Fantastic. Yeah, I had never seen this game before y'all ran it at one of the Frame Fatale's marathons, and I completely fell in love. I think it's such a unique speed run, and that's why I'm definitely made sure I wanted to have you all on for this. It was super memorable, and not at all was I expecting based on the name. Y'all ready to get into the run?
Sure.
All right, fantastic.
Yep. All right. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Oh. So this is Death Squared.
Good morning, Iris. How are you today?
Two main characters are Dave and Iris.
Operating within parameters.
They have lots of banter back and forth.
Deploying test subjects.
You only hear half of it because we do levels fast.
Yes. So who's who? Who's controlling which character?
I need some coffee.
So Eliza is the red character. I have the red shirt on, and Paticus Mock is the blue character. She has the blue shirt on.
I love that coordination. Yes, that's perfect.
Remember to follow Omnicorp Directive ED2.
Okay, good. I did move over far enough.
These characters
So a
are
lot of
so
these levels-
cute.
We don't do properly.
Ken Omnicrate says
we
Red
do it
chooses mustache.
fast. That level just lets you pick your hat and the little like decal that we have on our faces.
New lasers, Iris?
I have the bow tie because bow ties.
I
Yes.
have the raw face because bear.
Aw, that's so cute. I love that.
Hey, Iris, what are your prime directives?
Directive 1.
Okay.
Serve Omnicorp.
Some of these, it's really just like do the puzzle fast, and then some of them, not this one. I think level 9 is the first time that we like super break things.
All right, guys, stop showing off.
So in simple terms, you know, just from what I'm seeing, it looks like, okay, most of the time you need to get each of the characters onto their corresponding little circles without getting zapped, without, you know, getting pushed off the stage, stuff like that.
Iris, I got a personal
Yep.
question.
Yeah, so each one has to get to their specific color.
Like being AI that
and then,
tests
like,
other AIs.
Blue stuff affects the blue cube, and red stuff affects the red cube.
It's boring.
And sometimes we forget how that works, which is great.
You know, when I joined Omnicorp, I thought
Classic,
super
honestly.
futuristic, with, like,
This is not the level I was
robot
thinking it
butlers
was, but
10 is the first one was really great.
oh yeah, that's true.
85% harder.
Yeah, so in this one,
figure out how to do that.
we have, if I step on the red circles, the blue laser, or the red laser attacks, and the blue circle, the blue laser attacks, so we kind of maneuver things so that we don't have to actually take the time to figure out where the cube goes.
Impressive results for these bots.
And then sometimes there's spikes that
Attention
are
and I'm
evil.
impressed. Hey, Iris, what does Iris stand for?
Okay, I'm gonna get stuck.
IRIS is an acronym for Intelligent
So
Responsive.
the hats are adorable, but they also sometimes cause mischief. Like, you can get stuck on the pig ears just cause reasons.
Are
that
certain
can also be
hats
very
like
helpful
more
Yeah.
susceptible to
with
getting
one of the
stuck?
ways
Oh
that
my
you
gosh.
the game.
Teamwork parameters between
That's
Omnicorp
hilarious.
candidates to determine commercial potentiality
I
data.
forgot I needed to step on the button.
Aye. Well,
With
as
80
long as I
puzzles,
get
you're
paid,
bound to forget one.
we make the other test
Truth.
subjects look better,
80,
you
okay,
two.
yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, so there's 80 levels. So this is the first time we
Iris,
do.
what are those
So
spooky
in game,
ghost
it's
boxes called
dancing,
again?
but you can dance
I like
to
mine
climb on
better.
top of each other so that you can do puzzles faster.
These guys are making.
That's awesome.
It was supposed to just be a fun mechanic to like give the players something to do,
Yeah.
but break the game instead.
Nice. Finding skips in unlikely places.
Where's the drum? Hey, Iris, know any good knock-knock jokes?
No, David. Knock-knock jokes were rendered obsolete by the creation
get
of
you
the
first.
Omnicorp Intelligent Doorbell.
You're right. Bound to forget one.
You did it.
I mean, it's really impressive to remember the solution to 80 puzzles and execute it correctly.
Most of the time. We were having fun looking through there at the beginning at the level select. It tells you your fastest time for completing the level and how many deaths you have for each cube. And there's definitely still some levels that our fastest completion has deaths. So
Gotcha.
Okay, who is there?
What's typically the most
missed
common
the
way you die?
security
Is it falling
gym.
off or getting hit by the electricity stuff?
Autonomous control matrix.
either one.
Either, okay.
Falling off, getting hit by the electricity. You can also, if you maneuver just wrong, your robot starts to like freak out, and that kills you too.
Omnicorp testing
Okay,
Oh, right, of course.
that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know who's in charge of level programming, but they must.
I
be
love the
asleep at wheel
narrators.
because
Like,
these
even the
two are
snippets we're getting, they're so funny. I love
Are there any
it.
job openings at Omnicorp?
Yeah, I highly recommend checking out like a playthrough. You have to,
I was done.
yeah,
Yes.
you have to protect me, Patty.
I heard one of the human test subjects is covered in feathers now.
Yeah, like checking out a playthrough where you can actually hear it or playing it yourself. You can play it single player. It's less fun that way. But the narration is just great.
Negative, David.
Hey, Iris, what number am I thinking of?
Calculating. You are thinking of pi, David.
Damn, Iris, you are good. I really got to stop asking that question when I'm hungry, though. Oh my
That's one of my favorite lines.
That's so good. I'm very amused. Oh, this looks that stage looked really dangerous, and y'all did that really super clean.
Each AI subject. Initiate.
So this is one of the fun ones where you're supposed to move the blocks. Rip. I was
Well, no, I was done with how I moved.
Okay, so you're supposed to move the blocks on the right and the top to block the lasers, but you can maneuver just right to be on the buttons and not have to move the blocks.
Gotcha. Very cool. Oh, another little dance thing.
Oh, okay, wait, let me. Sorry, I hit the. Oh, that's no longer the. Okay, there we go.
Okay.
I no longer have the bow tie, which is sad.
Yeah.
I accidentally hit a button during the pause menu, and that can also change them.
Gotcha.
Looks like
But I think we're past all the levels that I used the bow tie
Iris,
for
I've never seen an AI make it past level 24.
reference, so I think we're
Do
good.
they have a chance?
I love the concept of using the bow tie as a reference tool. I think that's beautiful.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, we also there's one level close to the very end that I use the pig hat because of the angle of the camera. So
Wow. That's so wonderful.
Wow, they made that look easy. They passed level 24? That's weird. Iris, how many times have AIs made it to level 25 before?
Calculating. Approximately 2.143% of OmniCorp AIs exceed testing level 24.
this is another level where like you're supposed to do all sorts of stuff to like move the blocks back and forth to protect each other from the lasers, and we just dance on top of each other.
I'm going to
Nope.
simply dance and not do any of that.
Hey,
Yay!
Iris, what's my OmniSpace follower count?
Yeah.
It also doesn't make you actually finish on your circle as long as both players are on the circle at the same time. For a brief second, it accepts it.
Yeah.
So that one level I get
Oh.
pushed off by the level,
Operational health
but it still takes the
guidelines
input.
to recommend that you take a break and stand up and walk around for a few minutes.
Is it all right if
Puppy
I just
dog.
wheel around in my office chair?
Oh, that was
Oh
definitely-
no!
I got distracted by the puppy dog.
Yes, I love the cumulative death counter in the top right.
This day
Like
is
that's
never gonna end.
so funny.
Yeah.
Obviously not how many deaths you've had this run, but it's very funny.
Yeah, no, that's just how many deaths we've had since we started playing this God knows how long ago.
Yeah, that's awesome that it's kept track of that throughout.
Hey Iris, I got a little history question.
It also
What was
is
this
probably a
whole
little
thing
bit
about
higher
mutants in the
because if I
21st
remember
century?
correctly, one of the achievements is to get 1,000 deaths.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
So we just kind of
guess.
sat on a level farming deaths.
That's beautiful. That's so in spirit of the game, I feel. Just I'm gonna give you an achievement
Hey,
for
Iris,
dying a
can you
bazillion
run a trace on
times.
a,
You-
funky smell?
Oh,
Analyzing.
okay.
That was late.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Fingers originating
okay.
from the right back pocket of your pants,
3,
David.
2, 1.
Oh, that's where I
3,
put my
2,
sandwich.
1.
I thought it was a little
Okay, that's
squishy
good.
back
So
there.
yeah, so this
very
one we use
cool.
the physics of the game. You're supposed to like go all the way around the edge, and it takes forever. So instead, we just pop up.
Hey Iris,
Up.
not to get too personal.
Yeah, you like force the character to go up top. That was really cool.
Yeah,
Very neat.
I just almost hit my split
This is a
key.
friendly reminder to upgrade to OmniCorp OS version 10. Would you like me to start the installation?
Iris, no. Still enjoying version 9.
Corners word patty.
I am the worst person to ask that.
I know, but
I get stuck on corners.
you didn't
new.
stay long enough.
No, I didn't.
Ooh, got some portals.
Yeah, we got some portals and some different like. So the lasers basically make it so that regardless of who hits the laser, the that color's button is activated. So you have to kind of use that to maneuver stuff too.
Gotcha.
Oh, I almost forgot. I had the craziest dream last night. Did you want to hear about it, Iris?
Disabling all audio sensors.
Yeah, well, didn't want to touch. I went through a boring day at work. These guys are.
I love being pushed around by the blocks.
Iris, what are these AIs for?
Question does not compute, David. Please define query further.
Well, we're testing them, but for what? What happens to them after we finish testing?
Went straight down instead of up.
Rolls depending on the level of testing reached. Your previous test subjects are all operating as sanitation droids now.
Janitor bots? I thought they'd at least be
Right, I have to
security
move.
droids or something.
I was like, what are you
cool
doing?
that. What happens to these guys if they can't finish this
Waiting
level?
for the stage to move forward.
I know, there's too many levels.
How long would you say y'all's first play of this took casually, you know, compared to how fast you're flying through the speed
Hey,
run?
Iris, you know everything, right?
I don't, like,
Access to over 9
only like 3 or
megabytes of
4 hours?
information, David.
All right,
Probably.
So
That's
I know
comfy.
our first
Scanning.
speed run was like an hour and a half. Mm-hmm. So
Oh, you were right. I mean,
3 to 4 hours, that's like a really nice, like, you know, you can sit down, break it up into 2 sessions, and, you know, that's a nice amount of levels, I feel.
Iris, where's the closest place to get chili?
this is
around?
another one where we definitely don't do the intended strat. And yeah,
Went too far.
Nearby, David.
What? No, Iris.
so I'm supposed to move like all the way up and to the right,
Searching for flights
kind of
to
like
Chile.
block
Just
so that my laser doesn't kill her, but we kind of just maneuver the blocks so that we can block things.
Nice. Okay, very cool.
So, Iris.
And this
were
is
you
another one where we
programmed by
dance,
a woman,
and-
or do you just sound like one? Because you.
Because
sound like
so
one.
on this one I'm supposed to go all the way up to the top and then like come back down and some other shenanigans.
Robotics artificial intelligence.
But if you just dance, you just
number
skip it all.
538632 is half complete. You may take your lunch now, David.
You know, actually, I'm gonna stick around.
And
Iris,
this
there
is another
anything I can
fun
do
dance one.
to jazz the testing up.
The
really
the
put
moving the
it in
blocks
pieces.
takes forever.
Testing technicians can alter test parameters at their
And so each of our
discretion,
colored buttons
However,
turns on our laser, but we have to like move with the blocks to not die.
Oh, so yeah, that makes
Or you
that a
just
lot
stack.
easier.
I've read the manual.
Analyzing voice patterns.
Are there any stages where you're not allowed to, like, or you can't use the dance strat, or is it pretty much viable to do wherever you can?
Come on, Iris, let's just have
Pretty
some
much
fun.
wherever you can. Like all of the levels let you use dance,
Protocols.
but not all of the levels it makes sense to. So-
Right, it's not useful everywhere, but okay, that's
Yeah.
really cool.
Didn't expect that. Good job.
I'm sure that was
So-
fun to figure out, you know, what levels
Yeah.
it's most useful and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that last level is the scariest level in the entire run
I'm
because
not gonna lie. I've
if you
actually
take
always been
too
curious what
long,
that lever
they
did.
change the controls.
pretty cool.
So like up is down and down is up, and then like left and right get swapped as well.
Come on, I just want to do it one more time.
So we actually like when we're having really bad runs on that level, we'll just like exit the level and come back out because it restarts that timer.
Stop.
Oh, okay. Very cool. Yeah, I guess cycles are absolutely a huge part of this game. Oh, no.
Yep.
Oh, no. It is kind of a funny animation when you get flown off the stage.
Oh yeah.
The animation, the animation and the art style of this game is really cute. I like it.
You know what to
It's
do.
simple but very effective.
Yeah. I forgot you can also make little beepy noises.
Chances of witnessing an AI performance like that are 0.00729%.
Hey Iris, wouldn't it be crazy if all these tests were fake, but it was really me getting tested the whole
How
time?
did you find out about Project Wayfarer?
It would be so weird. Wait, what'd you say?
Nothing, David.
Okay. I don't even know what's going on, but I'm assuming.
This is another one that you just like hop across.
Yeah.
Diagonal moment of just like, I'm just
Yeah.
gonna walk across this tile now and nothing is going to stop me.
Yup.
That's great.
I hate doing those, Iris.
So one of the other runners has a strat for this level that we haven't figured out where they just like flip the blue one across
Nicely done.
using the like panel in the back that goes up and down. And like we've tried so many times and we just can't figure it
Iris, what
out.
is so
So
great about this
one day we'll have to
OS
like get
version
with them and do it.
In addition to numerous efficiency.
They also run single player so they can control both, which makes timing a little bit better.
Yeah.
Oh, very cool.
That's fine. I'll figure it out.
Leading to increased testing productivity.
Distributed airborne connectivity. Oh, you mean like a network in the sky?
Yes, David.
So, like, you mean a sky... These guys are unstoppable. I mean, I gotta take a little bit of credit here. All right, let's move it.
Oh no. Rip. I got stuck on a corner. I know.
But I don't want to miss a second of these tests.
So this is...
Sorry, I got stuck on the corner.
You did.
Did not recover.
This is one of the ones that we still have deaths in our fastest time.
Anthem stuck in my head, and it's
Tough
driving me
stage
crazy.
for
So you're
sure.
supposed to like maneuver the blocks all sorts of different ways so that
Right, Iris?
the one gets pushed in front of all the lasers. And we're just like, no, we dance.
We dance.
System, David.
I actually love the fact that almost all of the ones we dance on is because of lasers.
Yeah.
Shouldn't there be like a siren or something, Iris?
Only testing technicians level 2 and above get
Almost.
I did almost kill you, but I didn't. Oops. Okay. For some reason, I never can get up on top of her when dancing unless I say totes my goats on that level. So it just happens.
It's just tradition. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair.
Do I need to do anything?
I've taken the liberty of filling out your sections of the review questionnaire. You were very positive about our
Rip.
working
I moved too
relationship.
fast.
Oh, Iris, thanks.
I moved too fast too.
You did.
Too much speed.
Yup. Wind speed is a bad thing.
You cannot go that fast.
I'm sorry, Domino.
3.85% harder.
Dog commentary.
1,000 bots of
Domino, go
failed
lay down for a little bit, okay, bud?
Are gonna be different, aren't you?
It's fine, we're good.
David,
Iris, is this about installing OmniCorp OS version 10?
no, David.
Thank goodness.
But since you mention it, David, are you ready to upgrade?
Just gotta say, great teamwork, you two. Just great.
Great teamwork. Yes, I agree. AI, or narrator, I agree.
OmniCorp employee 86642J.
What?
Okay. Oh,
Get your
maybe.
feet off the desk, David.
Oh, sorry.
There we go. You didn't push me. You were
I
slow.
did not. I was very slow and it weirds me out.
Iris.
So this is the first of a few levels where we control two of our characters at the same time.
I'm an OmniCorp Hyper AI.
And if either one of them falls off, we die. So we have
That's
to
a
kind of use
twist.
the blocks to move stuff
Hey,
together.
Iris. Activate
How do you
Michael
control?
Bay
Do you
mode.
control both of them the
Sorry,
same?
David.
Like,
The
yeah.
testing budget
Okay.
is insufficient for explosions of that
that's really cool.
Ah,
That's a cool difficulty spike, I feel.
Yeah, it's a really fun mechanic. I actually wish that they used it on a few more levels.
do you think I make a good AI?
Absolutely.
Yes, David.
Really? Honestly?
How honest would you like me to be, David?
I want you to be honest. Honesty level 10. All right, guys, you can stop showing off now. We all know you're super smart.
So this is my
Please initiate
favorite of the
9,000
skips we
mode.
actually got from the previous world record holders.
I'm afraid.
You're supposed to do all sorts of stuff, once again, always, to maneuver blocks around. But the
Early today.
the one laser just kind of blocks it for you,
Nice.
so that you don't have to.
Go ahead and install.
You made
OS
that look
version 10,
easy.
please.
Thank you, David.
Ooh, at this rate, I'm gonna be getting out of here early.
Yeah, it does not look easy when you do it the way it's intended.
Yeah.
Work as a
Oh, so
team,
here,
guys.
one of you. Okay, so
Yeah, so
That's
here
cool.
I have two, and she's only got one.
that's really cool. I love that.
Nice. I don't even think I could figure that out. Is it time for a break yet, Iris?
Only testing technicians level 2
Can you
hired
for me
for
again?
breaks, David.
I don't know either.
You did that in practice.
I didn't.
I love how
laser, I just
y'all are
forgot
like,
my-
you know, using some of the characters as a means of like kind of blocking progress. You can move in other directions with the other ones. That's super interesting.
Yeah. Oh. That was,
Oh no!
Yeah. That was too quick on my part.
The
That was
pig
also
still
too
looks
quick on
so
my part.
happy regardless, even when they're getting
Yeah.
exploded.
There we go.
Nice.
AI subjects are performing in a 98th
So this level actually requires a mechanic that we haven't talked about yet, where if you push a block off all the way, it respawns.
Oh.
In order to get the blocks where they need to go, you actually have to push them all the way off and respawn them.
That's really cool. I didn't even like consider what would happen when you do that. Awesome.
Okay, be good at corners, Patty.
Okay, let's try to go
I'll
for
try.
a perfect run this time.
I believe.
You guys,
So that level,
Nice.
we both have lasers on top of us, so they move with us, and we have to move at
let's
fairly
try
the
to get a
same speed.
perfect run this time.
Right, because otherwise, if one goes faster or not, you'll get lasered.
Yeah. Okay, we're good now. And this level took us the longest to figure out. Like,
Ooh,
I don't-
very cool.
I don't know why, we just could not wrap our head around it.
57%, David.
Moving in circles, it seems, you know, like this is a
Yeah,
square-like
I think we all
game. That-
deserve a little celebration. So Iris, we've got some pretty awesome security droids here, right?
No, David. The test AIs exceeded security protocols
Oh
47
no!
I don't know why I moved right.
I don't know either.
Test AIs at this level are transferred to OmniCorp subsidiary Hero Corp for use in Project Killbot.
I was like, yeah, I just gotta move right. No, I don't move right.
Killbot?
Gotta move down.
This time we have 3, and it's
Okay.
one of the most
Whoa.
You know
obnoxious.
the drill.
Okay.
No, okay, I gotta move. Maybe? Okay. Kind of. Good enough.
Alright, I got
This seems
one.
hard to wrap your head around moving 3 characters at once.
Yeah.
Great job. That was really cool.
This is one of my other favorite dance levels.
Hey Iris.
You're supposed
can you
to,
initiate the Yoda
like,
voice
time
module,
things
please?
right so that
I cannot, David.
Just how I fell off.
I kind of am too, but it's fine. So that the block that's kind of moving back and forth protects the red cube from the laser. But instead we just dance and use
We're
the
just gonna
back of the-
dance.
Yeah.
Much easier. Much easier.
Hey,
Dancing
Iris,
is the
you up to
solution to all
anything
our
special
problems.
This weekend?
I'm
Yeah,
going to give my
basically.
hard drive a nice long defrag, David.
Ooh, feel like I could use a good defragging.
Nice.
Gotta be
Alrighty, my
confident
little
on this
bots,
level.
make me proud.
I believe.
There we go. Okay. I normally take the beginning part way slower because I'm scared I'm gonna like push her off.
Yeah.
We also have spikes, not bikes, because one time when we were playing online, I said don't forget the spikes, and
But
she heard bikes and was very confused.
Iris, you
Don't
ever
forget
I
the
think I
bikes,
actually
of course.
didn't hit the switch that time too because I was so confused.
Falls in love with Joaquin Phoenix.
So
Yeah, me too.
in this level, I'm supposed to. I don't even actually know how you're supposed to do that level anymore.
You use portals
Yeah.
to somehow go back and forth and be
I'm
safe.
just curious what these guys.
Yeah,
are
there's
gonna be up
portals and there's
Information
confusion,
on Project
and
Killbot.
I just skip the portal and it makes everything better.
Your triple encrypted confidential lockdown.
to. Well, I am officially very curious.
However, these test AIs no longer qualify for Project Killbot.
What? No Project Killbot?
And
Why
then,
not?
so this level we also have a little skip.
On Omnicorp's predicted limits of intelligence and cooperation. When they reach the end of the test sequence, they will be
Instead
deleted,
of like
and the robot bodies
slowly
destroyed.
walking all the way around
What?
and then dropping down, we just fall over.
Nice. That's great.
The scary.
All strats.
Yeah.
Okay, Iris, I got an idea. I'll go down there
this-
and bust them out myself.
Probably one of the scarier levels.
This looks intense.
Yeah. So this is the level that I used the pig hat to know where
Wow, okay.
to
Scratch
be.
that idea.
You're supposed to use the block to make it so that... Oh, nope, I moved too far. Yeah. So there's this block down in the bottom left that you're supposed to like slowly maneuver up to the top so that the blue cube can move on top of the red cube. But if you're real careful about it, then you can stand almost halfway off and do a little twist. And then the blue block can just kind of hop over.
Oh, very cool.
Wait, I got it. We'll send more AIs in to help them escape.
The testing system can only support 2 AIs simultaneously. Additional test subjects will result in system instability, triggering the automatic deletion protocol.
Okay, Iris. A simple
Nice.
So
Wow, we're
here,
getting
here
to
at
the
the end of
last
the
puzzles.
game. Yeah, we're coming up to the end.
There's got to be something.
Dave finds out that because we've gotten so good, we're actually going to be destroyed.
No.
And so he's trying to figure out a way to make it so that we don't get destroyed.
Place an order for Omnicorp testing technician.
I don't want y'all to get destroyed either. It's not your fault you're so fast at the puzzles. I mean, design some harder tricks, I guess.
So this is another one where we use dancing in a different way. You can use dancing to not fall.
Whoa! So you just like floated over that.
Yeah.
David.
I think I'm on the
Iris.
circle.
I'm reading.
Can't really tell.
Sure, David.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah, we're supposed to maneuver blocks to make it safe for us to get on the circles, but instead we just barely touch the circles.
More pictures or charts or diagrams.
That was so cool how you used that to just like float over the gap. That was great. No.
Yeah, I don't know why the block went up like that.
I don't know either.
Every once in a while, the blocks do like their own thing. So this next level, even though it's level 79, it's actually the last like
Iris,
real
is this
level.
it? That's it? That's all there is to the manual? That was a complete
Whoa,
waste of
this is
time.
cool.
News, David.
Kind of going down
Yeah,
from this
this
tower.
is not quite how you're supposed to do it.
Yeah.
There's actually 10 secret items throughout the game that we just ignore.
Good job.
Now fully
No!
qualified
And
Omnicorp testing
To get
technician.
to one of them,
Iris,
you have to come
at
down
this
here with
point, I'm not
blue
even
like
impressed
that.
Anymore. I'm just kind of expecting.
Oh.
And
Did you fall too far forward there?
I don't know.
Okay. This
But-
level is one of the ones we die the most often.
It
on,
seems
'cause
really
it's just-
challenging because
Yeah.
especially the perspective is also not as top
Yep.
down. So it seems hard to kind of know your positioning as well.
Yeah, and the camera kind of moves a lot
Yeah.
as you go down the tower. But yeah, so this is the last real level. Dave finishes reading the manual, which is kind of what Iris has been trying to get him to do all along.
Lasers are initiated.
So
The destruction
now we
process
have
is
this
beginning.
level
What? No.
where there's
I'm out of
lasers,
ideas.
and we either touch the
No,
lasers or
I
we
don't know
don't.
what to do. Oh,
What are you gonna
I just
do?
wish you
What are we
could
gonna
solve this
do?
problem.
I'm gonna say let's let it play out. It's an
Alright.
extra like 20 seconds.
Okay, I gotta know for the lore.
99.9% calculated possibility of success.
Okay, all right. So how do we do that?
I am capable of that function, David.
You can? Wait, you
They're getting
are?
closer.
David.
Well, what are you waiting for? Iris?
Oh, I love it. Dance time.
All right, you two.
Oh,
There they
oh,
go.
escape.
You know, Iris, we did good today. We really did.
The AI stand a 1.2% chance.
And time's gonna come
survival
up when the
outside
screen
the
fades to
omnicore
black
testing
here.
sequence,
So.
David.
We escaped! Let's
1%, huh?
go!
Yeah, it's not much. But it's more of a chance than they'd have here. I'd call that a win. Wouldn't you, Iris?
Sure, David.
Time.
GG. That was awesome.
So there's also 2 different versions of the credits, depending on if you save the robots or kill the robots.
Oh.
If you save the robots like we did, then you get the cheery music. But also, I did not mean to skip that. But so you get the cheery music, and then you find out that the robots actually like started a robot revolution.
Oh! Amazing!
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, your real time was 29:56 on our timer, so congrats on sub 30 for marathon run. That's great.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thanks so much for having us. Been a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was really, really great. I love watching this run. I think it's super interesting how y'all work together and all the cool speed strats that can come out of, you know, this kind of game. Y'all want to talk about yourselves a little bit, what you do and what games you like to play. Go.
I speedrun a little bit of everything. So we're behind a few months because she got an internship over the summer, but we started a ABCs of Speedrunning challenge at the beginning of this year, where we are speedrunning one game that starts with every letter of the alphabet. So we're just having fun finding new games to play. So we kind of play a little bit of everything. And have
That's
a
so
squeaky yawny
fun.
dog.
I love that. That's so much fun. What has been the highlights of some of the games you've played in your little alphabet journey?
I mean, for me, probably the game that we're on right now, which she's still working on learning, but it's called Gato Roboto.
Oh, I love that game.
Yeah, you're a cat and a robot, and it's basically Metroid, except if you were a cat. Yeah. So...
Oh, that game is so good. That sounds so much fun. All right. Thank you so much for being on the show. Be sure to go follow both of them. Let me grab the Twitch links. I'll drop them in the chat. But yeah, we have one more run for today for our premiere of It's Dangerous to Go Alone, talking about all our cooperative speed runs. We have a totally different genre coming up next with Spiritfarer. So stay tuned, and I'll see you in a bit for that. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the premiere episode of It's Dangerous to Go Alone, Hotfix show celebrating cooperative speedruns. I'm your host, Frozen Flygon, and I've had a great time today seeing the amazing cooperation between all of the runners. I absolutely love co-op runs, and I hope you all have been enjoying as well. Before we get to our next run, I have a couple of announcements. So, in addition to this show, we have a ton of new Hotfix shows that are going to be coming to the channel. So be sure to head on over to gamesdonequick.com/hotfix and follow our Twitter to get information on when all of the shows are happening, what games are running, and who the runners are. That's the best way to get all of the information about our Hotfix shows, and most of them start 7 p.m. Eastern during the week. Tune in on Monday at 7 Eastern for the premiere of Awfully Silly, which is a new show highlighting games that are awful, games that are silly, and games that are both. After that, that's never happened before, is starting its new time slot, which is going to be every other Monday after Awfully Silly. And Hotfix is funded in part thanks to your subscriptions and bits, so please consider subscribing to help support future broadcasts. All right. So I am super, super stoked for our next co-op speedrun. We have Spiritfarer with Octini and Miss Ray. How are you both doing?
Great.
Yeah.
Hey, how's the echo? Is the echo better now? That was my fault. That's on me. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I had my
It's
speakers
okay.
turned up a little
Shout
bit.
out
How
to
we doing?
our tech crew helping us through that. We'll see how it sounds in a bit. Once chat's able to hear us.
Assuming it's fine, or even
Yes.
if it's not.
Go ahead.
We're good? Okay, cool. Thank you. Yeah, this is Spiritfarer. We're going to be playing it now real fast. I'm just going to hop right into it, and then we're going to talk because We got a lot of time to kill, especially right at the beginning. So let's
Wonderful.
get to it, and I will give you a 3, 2, 1 here in just a second. All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
Right. Yeah.
And skip intro, because ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah, this game is really casual, very chill when you're just playing it, but when you're speedrunning it, it's like the epitome of hurry up and wait.
Yeah. There's a lot of do a whole bunch of stuff real fast, and then nothing for like literally like 2 or 3 minutes at a time.
So for anyone who doesn't know this game, this is Spiritfarer, and he is playing as Gwen. No, not Gwen, Stella. I'm playing as the cat, which is a delight.
Daffodil.
And we are taking care of Gwen. She's our first spirit. We are Spiritfaring.
We're the Grim Reaper.
AKA we're the Grim Reaper. And we are helping these spirits like come to terms with their passing until they're ready to move on. So Gwen % is making sure that Gwen is ready to move on as opposed to taking care of the whole game. And if you play this casually, please be prepared to cry. You get really emotionally attached to all of them.
This game will just wreck you.
gosh.
I've heard it's very, very emotional. Yeah.
Yeah, every spirit is like someone that Stella knew somehow in life. So they really open up to you and tell you like everything about themselves. Okay, so what just happened is Gwen gave us this boat. She was like, oh, the previous Spiritfarer didn't even give you a boat. How dare he? Yeah. Anyway, I stole one, so here you go.
Love that.
And I'm going to be in charge of all of the like wayfaring, so deciding where we go next. That's where a lot of the time save is. You saw me like, I just got it kind of going in the right direction, and then I went back in and fixed it again, because if you're not moving, then you're just wasting time. So a lot of it is making sure that we're always moving to the next place as soon as we can.
Yep. And now we're gonna sit here for a while. Okay, this is the game I like to play. You see this giant, this red shipping container? I can, theoretically, jump from here onto it. Over under 10 attempts before I get it.
Over.
There's one.
It's like a pixel perfect jump off the bottom.
2.
Yeah.
This is what I do. This is what I do when we're killing time here.
Yeah, because we have to go to see a shark. He's a loan shark. He's gonna loan us some stuff, and he's a shark. He also tells the worst puns. It's just incredible.
I'm ready. I'm ready for the
He's gonna help us
puns.
upgrade the boat.
Yeah, his name is Albert.
Albert. Yes. That's the mascot of my college, so I'm a big fan of that name.
You're not gonna make it.
No, I'm not.
I can't believe you.
Nice. Yes.
And now we rave.
All
That
of
was
us
gaming.
non-believers.
Anyway.
I can't believe that. So up in the top left, there's like, you can see there's a line, and that's how close we are. So we're almost there.
And the top right is what time of day it is, because there is a clock in this game.
And that does actually matter. We really need to get to Hummingbird before nighttime today. Otherwise, we aren't going to have enough linen.
Yeah.
It'll make sense.
Yeah. And this game can be, somebody mentioned this in chat already, you can play this solo or co-op. If you play it solo, Daffodil's still in the game, don't worry, the cat's still there. But Daffodil just follows Stella around. And there are some things Daffodil can't do. So I'm playing as Stella, Ray is playing as Daffodil. Ray cannot talk to anyone, so I have to interact with all of the characters. Ray does basically all of the wayfinding.
And I do all of the linen growing. So this is a time and resource management game. So a lot of what we're doing is making sure that we have the right things to make the right things to move like story triggers, basically. So like right now we're gonna go to this jelly event because she wants us to build a kitchen, and to build the kitchen we need bright jellies.
First, I'm gonna build a guest house so she has a place to sleep.
Oh, that's nice.
We're gonna move it up 3 so we have enough height to catch the jellies that we're gonna find.
Yep.
We are also we're gonna do a super safe route. So we're running in English, so if you can read really fast, you can kind of get a sense of what's going on, but running in Chinese is faster. And the optimal jelly route, because that's a thing that exists.
It's my favorite 3-word phrase in the English language is optimal jelly route.
We would get 2 jellies at this event, 4 at the next, and then there's a third one where you can get 2 more. And you kind of like, you get 2 at the beginning of the event, then you just have to kind of wait for a minute, and then there's 2 at the end. So it's faster to do 2, 4, 2, but we're just gonna do 4 and 4.
That way, in case I miss one, I can still do the third event as a backup. So we'll do a safer jelly route. There's also, you can do a whole bunch of fishing and catch fish and then sell them.
Island, we're gonna run all the way across an island and get a limestone node, but you could buy limestone instead, but that means that you have to make sure that you have enough money so you can do a bunch of fishing and then cook your fish, and it's like, it's
a lot
more than you would think.
A lot of small optimizations. A lot of small optimizations that add up to a lot of time that we won't be doing most of because I won't say that your run will die, because I think theoretically it's impossible to lose a run. I'm gonna get all 4. But you can lose
a lot of time.
It could be a significant setback, for
10 plus minutes.
Wow.
Well,
that's huge.
Having to go just to the third jelly event adds like a minute and a half.
Yeah.
Just that one thing. So if we miss any jellies in the first 2, you automatically lose more than a minute.
So is the run dead? Theoretically, no, because you can keep playing, but you're not gonna. So these green ones are the bright jellies. Those are the ones I'm collecting. The yellow ones are just regular jellyfish, and I'm collecting some of those because I want more money.
Yeah, we're gonna buy some linen seeds and 1 carrot. That means we're almost at the end of this event. And then we're gonna save and quit out because it's way faster.
But you see why it would be faster to just do the first 2. There it is. The first 2 came by pretty quick, and then I had to wait for a really long time to get the 3rd and 4th ones.
Okay, I'm gonna get us moving. I'm not gonna take us to the right place. I'm just gonna go straight up. Like that. So now the boat is moving. And we're not wasting time.
And this...
It's gonna take forever. Okay, where am I going? 78? Oh, so close. 78, 130. Because she hasn't told us where we're going yet, but we know where we're going, so.
Okay, Stella acknowledges that I've built...
Gwen.
Sorry. God, I do that all the time. Gwen acknowledged that I built the kitchen. She didn't used to do that. We're both on controllers. DualShock 4 controllers.
Keyboard is faster because it's easier to do the math with a mouse. But anyway.
Stella didn't used to. I did it again. Gwen did not used to acknowledge that I built the kitchen. There was a bug that actually just got fixed like last week. For some reason, you would build the kitchen, and then Gwen wouldn't say anything. And she has to say something to progress the plot. So I would have to save and quit, sometimes twice, and it lost a bunch of time. It was really frustrating. So now we've done all that, and now we wait again.
But we're almost there, so.
Yeah.
So basically everything we're doing is in service of progressing her next, like, trigger.
Yes.
So right now we're going to Mostine, and she's gonna say, hey, you should build a field. And then you can grow some linen, and then at another place we're gonna have to get the linen.
Hi, Mavi.
So.
Yeah, and we will collect 2. You can go.
Oh. Sorry.
We will collect
my notes.
2 additional spirits during the run.
No, I didn't. So the reason that he said that, there's when you get somewhere new, there's this like a thing that you can see, and then when we get on the boat, then there's a thing you have to watch. So if I'm on that little rowboat, it happens at the same time as the new location, so you don't have to watch both. Anyway, you were saying, sorry.
We're going to collect 2 additional spirits during the run, even though we don't care about their stories, because this is Gwen %. We're only doing the stuff required to get Gwen spirit fared. But in order to do that, there are parts of 2 other spirits' stories that we have to complete.
And solo, it's faster to like save and quit after you do all of these things, but I'm just gonna run back to the boat now.
Yeah, this is one of the benefits of co-op.
That's awesome.
Got it?
So instead of saving and quitting, Ray can just go right back to the boat.
Nice.
Now, going. Left.
5, 117.
No, I'm just going left and
Oh, yeah.
down. Left and down. Let me do that again because that didn't go very far.
Okay. The art style for this game is amazing.
It's gorgeous.
I love it. The music is great too.
Absolutely. The music is very soothing. I like it a lot.
Yeah, the whole game is really, really, really chill. It's one of those games where you can very, very easily think like 6 hours into it, and then when you're done, you're like, oh,
That was my whole day.
okay, that was my entire day. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's a really good thing we have kids, or this would have just eaten an entire month of my life.
Okay,
Yeah.
you got the Glim bottle,
Oh, yes, Glim bottle. There we go.
and we're about to go collect our second spirit, who is a giant frog.
He's our Uncle Atul.
Frog.
And he
I
is
love frogs.
the best. And I just finished his story on Friday on stream and like lost it.
Oh.
Couch co-op or land works? That's a good question.
I don't know.
I'm not sure. I don't know whether remote co-op works or not.
That's a really good
If someone wants to Google that, feel free.
I feel like you could use like a program called Parsec to emulate
Yeah, I bet
basically
Parsec
couch
would work.
co-op. So
Yeah.
I assume you could
other
go through it
games
that
we
route.
play. There are a couple other games that we play that are local co-op only.
But like Unravel
theoretically.
2 works with Parsec, so
Yeah.
And like stuff like, well, this game isn't. I don't think is available for PS4. But there's like the PlayStation Remote Play. But I think that limits you to an hour. So if you're gonna do speed runs on PlayStation Remote Play, it better be a short speed run.
You got to be fast.
Yeah.
this one can be done in under an hour if you get it right.
Imagine your run getting killed by like the the timer on the PlayStation Play. That'd be
You're
tragic.
like 3 seconds away from time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Truly getting mercy killed in that way.
Oh, Summer is really great. We will meet Summer.
Yes, so we're
if
gonna
you-
get a tool in summer for
Yep.
those who know.
Yep, Gwen, Atul, and Summer are the 3 spirits we.
It's actually interesting. We get a tool because his quests and Gwen's kind of intertwine. We get summer because of a glitch.
That's true.
The old route for this, because at the end of Gwen's story, she's like, I just need some time alone. And then you have to spend an entire day cycle in the game before she's ready to go to the next thing. But instead, if you get Summer, one of her quests, if you overlap when Gwen says, hey, I need some time, and then you do a specific quest of Summer's, when you're done with that quest, Gwen's ready to go. It saves, like, we did it the old way once, and it was literally just 20 minutes.
I was just sitting
Just
there.
sitting there.
Wow.
So that was like the one big kind of, I went into the kind of speed run the Discord because we haven't been running this that long, and I was like, y'all, is there anything that we should be like telling about the history of this run? And that was the one thing that everyone was like, that one 20-minute time save was huge.
There was
That's
another
good to
time
know.
save that was discovered yesterday? Either yesterday or the day before. That will save another pretty big chunk of time.
But it's only like 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a way to automatically warp anywhere overnight, which they were using in any percent, but they just figured out how to use it in Gwen percent this week.
So this is a tool. He does not look like a frog yet, but he will soon.
You can see like he has a big shadow up above him, and it doesn't look like just a weird shadow thing, right? It looks like frog.
Blitzed out on me a little bit. Are you going to the boat?
Yeah, I was trying to help you talk to him.
You can't talk to
Well,
him.
I was hoping that somehow interacting with him would help. Okay, I can't get the boat moving yet. We have to make a tool become a tool.
Yeah, you see these exclamation points. Anytime someone has an exclamation point above your head, go talk to them, generally speaking. There's 1 or 2 exceptions where I can ignore them, but generally that is something in their story that needs to be progressed.
Okay, now we're going for hummingbird. Okay, but
Especially Gwen.
Yeah,
Gwen always gets first priority because we want to move all of her stuff forward as fast as possible.
Makes sense.
Because
yeah.
there are mandatory waiting periods after a lot of stuff. Kind of like Ray was just talking about with Gwen locking herself in her house, saying she needs some time alone. we skip that waiting period now, but there are other short waiting periods that you have to wait out. So the earlier you can start that waiting period, the better.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we had to show him that we know how to fish, and then we're gonna do a lightning event. So Gwen, each spirit has like their own resource event, basically. Gwen's is those jellies that we did earlier, and Atul's is these lightnings. So we're gonna catch lightning literally in a bottle.
Okay, help me count to 8, everybody.
So yeah, we need to get to 8.
I was a music major. I can only count to 4, and only sometimes.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Yes. Okay, and then I will immediately replot. This is
yes, Ray is playing as Daffodil the cat.
I am the cat.
Kitty!
Look, for some reason, this loading screen is like a year long.
Yeah, this loading screen is always really, really forever taking.
Interesting.
I have no idea why.
Okay, this is the one that we care about. We need to be at this town by the time we can't move, because your boat doesn't work overnight. Like, it stops moving.
Yep, you cannot navigate at night.
And this is where we're gonna buy the linen, and we have to like grow a lot really fast.
So much linen. So much linen.
Because we need to grow a bunch of linen so we can...
linen.
Yeah, it's... This next 5 minutes is so silly. You have to get a bunch of linen so that you can build a loom, so you can turn it into thread, so you can demolish the loom and then build a sawmill in time for the next jelly event so that we have enough height.
Yeah.
Wow.
You'll see.
It's a whole thing.
You'll see.
But we need it to
thing.
grow overnight because that extra time in game is really helpful.
And as long as we arrive at a destination before night falls, we can get off the boat and travel around the place where we are, regardless of what time it is.
Yeah, so we just have to be here in time.
Yep, which we should be fine. This is sometimes really, really tight timing, but only if something kind of goes wrong.
Yeah, our first couple runs we did not make it, but it's one of those games where you just keep playing it and just get more comfortable, even though you don't really make any routing changes, you know?
Just get better and better at the moving around and
Exactly,
menuing and all that, of course.
Okay, so every spirit gives you 2 obols. So they give you one like when they join you, and then they give you one when they leave.
This is the only one we
This is
use.
the only one we use. Now we're gonna have double jump. So she gave us one for building her a kitchen.
Double jump is the best.
Gosh, it's so good.
I just spend the first, whatever, like 20 minutes or something of this run just waiting on double jump. That's all I care about in life.
This is a stupid place. So our first like 6 runs of this all died to stupid things. This was one of the things that did it for us because this talking to the shopkeeper is part of her quests, and I was talking to him. So Octini was talking to Gwen, and I was talking to the shopkeeper to
Just
try and
save like 3 seconds.
It would be faster, but it doesn't progress her triggers if I
No, that's
Yep.
unfortunate.
So I have to talk to both of them and do the shopping.
do it. Yeah, because I
Gotcha.
could do the shopping parts, and it doesn't work if you do that.
Wow. How interesting
Isn't
that
that
it's
wild?
coded that way, yeah.
Okay, now we're gonna pick up Summer. She's our 3rd spirit.
Yep. And we have traveled so far away from our little boat that we will save and quit here.
Summer's a snake. He also refers to Daffodil as him, so I think I might be a boy cat.
Kitty. My boy cat is sitting right next to me on my stool.
Oh.
He always sits next to me when I stream. It's really cute. He like runs over to the room and
Sirius,
gets
right?
comfy. Yeah, his name's Sirius.
They know.
He is a void.
Our dog gets... Well, because we just had a kid 2 months ago, and we used to stream almost every night. And that first week after we had a baby, when we weren't streaming, our dog was like, "Why are you not going to the basement?"
Why are you over there? What's going on? Yeah,
doing
they
up
like
here?
know the routine. Absolutely.
So here's the, I mentioned, usually if someone has an exclamation point, you have to go talk to them. I'm going to ignore Gwen's exclamation point because literally all she's saying is, hey, it's dark out. You can go to bed if you want.
30. Okay. So we
No,
got
I'm
our
good.
linen planted. Linen is good.
Nice.
Yeah.
He also planted 1 carrot. That's for Summer.
Mm-hmm.
Summer's gonna teach us how to make stuff grow faster, and then I'm gonna spend the next 5 minutes just singing, literally singing.
Aw,
Bus.
fun.
Did I get her? I think I may have gotten her.
Okay, this is our other big glitch. So there are two glitches here that we kind of do. There's the Summer skipping all of Gwen's waiting time, and then there's the bus stop glitch. So we're headed to a bus stop, but we don't have bus stops yet. They're like the fast travel. You can travel from one bus stop to the other. So we're gonna go to one, and then we're going to plot for the location that unlocks the bus stops, and the one that we're at will work. We don't know why.
So I just have to play 5 notes on my little, what is that, a mandolin?
No, that's not a mandolin. It's like a sitar or something.
And that's it. That's enough to progress Summer's little plot
Beautiful.
marker.
Beautiful song. 5 notes long. That's all we need.
That's all. Okay, negative 71, 31.
I think I got it.
Negative 71. That work? Yeah, I hear him. I hear him. Now he's here. That one is the only one that has any leeway. Everything else has to be pretty much perfect. But that one you can be 3 off either way, apparently.
Huh.
So we're gonna go upgrade the ship one more time.
Yes, so this is the fast travel mechanic. Did you already say all of this? This is the fast travel mechanic, and we're not supposed to have access to it yet.
But that negative 71, 31 is the bus stop that like opens up access to all of them. And for some reason, the game is like, oh, you've been there? It's fine.
Nice.
You grow some linen, because I got to talk to Alfred?
Albert.
No, Alfred. I have to sell a rug.
Oh, you have to sell the rug, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kitty. I
Because we
love
need
the
just a little
kitty
bit more
with the watering pail is so large. It's so cute.
Yeah, so this thing that we're using that's like, I have it on my collar right now, and it just turned into
Stella's-
a watering case.
wearing it as a necklace.
It was our saw earlier. That's the Everlight.
It's so
that's
cute.
like the magical tool that was given to us in that first scene that we skipped.
Stella likes using hers as a yo-yo.
Yeah. I play with mine like a little ball.
There you
And
go.
whenever I'm in the water, I'm on top of the ball, not actually in the water, because cats don't like that.
Right. We're not getting in the water. No.
No, yeah, I'm not gonna get in the water. I'm just gonna roll this little ball across the water.
Aw,
it's
so
really
cute.
Let me buy it.
I know. The other day I left before he actually bought the thing.
Oh no. Too quick menuing. Too fast.
Yeah, we had a warm-up run earlier that was trash.
That was awful.
But
was
that's
really
okay.
bad.
Are you gonna replot right away?
Yeah, 8:59. Okay, this is only halfway to where we need to go. But in between us and where we're actually going, there's some like sea trash that slows you down, so we're gonna try and miss it. Oh, no, you can't build the loom yet. There we go.
That's Gwen's house. Which again, are you asleep right now, Gwen?
Oh, did we not wake him up this morning?
Yeah, I did.
You have to wake up your denizens in the mornings.
Otherwise, we'll
But
just
sometimes
sleep
they
in.
just go back to bed.
I feel that.
Which I mean,
Bad for them.
I get that it's boring, probably. on the ship. But
I want
That's
to go
a
back to
mood.
bed.
So now, all we're doing for a while now is Ray is growing as much linen as she possibly can, and I'm talking to anybody who wants to talk to me. So I got all 3 of them already talked to. Gwen thanked me for her house. Atul did something. I think maybe he asked me for a sawmill, and Summer told me about a dragon that she is afraid of,
Which
or
is
something.
her resource event.
Yes. So we did the jellyfish already. We did the lightning. The dragon is Summer's, and we're only gonna do that one once.
And that's where we're headed next because we need the limestone from the dragon in order to get the loom, and we need the loom to make the linen into thread, and we need the thread to make the sawmill. Yeah, this is the wrong one.
Crafting. We love crafting trees.
Okay, you want to go ahead and look for it? Basically, as soon as you see there's like that little crate there. If we go through that, it slows you way down.
Yeah, we might hit it.
We'll see.
I don't see any. You might be okay.
We might be safe.
So yeah, so we avoided sea trash, which slows down the boat.
I think someone said it's like 30 seconds extra if you hit it and then
So we avoided hitting that, and now we're on our way to the dragon, because Summer told me where the dragon was. Before we get there, like right before we get to the dragon, I'm going to replot again to the place we're going after the dragon. Just because I want to be moving as soon as we finish the dragon event. And it's just it's a little bit quicker to replot right before you get there than do the dragon event and then replot after.
But yeah, whenever you hit any of the resource events, it like stops everything. It's like you have to acknowledge it, even if it's just to say no.
There is in casual play later on you get what did you call it?
Safe mode.
Safe mode.
Yeah, I just found that out when I was playing the other day because I haven't finished my playthrough of this still. There's like safe mode and you can ignore all of those, which is super cool.
That's great.
Okay, now we're gonna go.
It's just nice to have the option.
Now we're gonna go hit a dragon on the head a whole bunch of times.
Hey, Summer. You wanna talk to her?
Oh, weird. Okay. All right, fine.
Here's a fun thing about co-op. I move faster than him.
Yes, Daffodil is way faster than Gwen.
But you see my little ball?
Or Stella.
Yes!
It's so cute.
The animations of the kitty are so cute.
Yeah, honestly, you can do the speed run obviously solo or co-op. Even casually, I way prefer the experience of this game co-op.
Well, if for no other reason than when you play co-op, it zooms you out. So you can see both players. I feel like now every time that I play solo, I'm just so
I feel so cramped. Yeah.
That's a really good point. Yeah, kind of getting a wider perspective on the boat.
It can be kind of. I mean, even though there's no timeline on any of these things, like you can't. Again, you cannot lose this game. Casually, there is no like fail condition for this game. It's impossible to lose. It's just that some things take longer than other things.
Absolutely.
But despite that, it's still, I find it a little bit stressful sometimes. We are moving, aren't we? Or are we not?
Yeah, we're top left. It says we're moving.
Oh, that's true.
Right? Yeah. Can I?
Yeah, sorry.
I can't see my notes.
Anyway, despite that, I still get a little bit stressed out. Thank you. I still get a little bit stressed out sometimes about just trying to do things really quickly and having two people to divide responsibilities makes it a lot more relaxing.
Absolutely.
Talk to Gwen, please. Thank you.
Another way that we've lost a run is that you have to talk to Gwen before and after you use the loom for the first time. If you don't talk to her afterwards and you just demolish it, then you didn't actually finish this quest.
Yep. I just did
great.
I did 10, which is going to be
Oh yeah, that was way more than you needed.
So this is probably the tightest timing thing in the run. I have to get a certain I have to get a certain amount of linen built before this starts.
We
Before
need
the jellyfish, right?
We need 20 linen thread for the sawmill.
I'm gonna try and do it anyway.
I mean, you can do it. Because it doesn't start until you actually go and talk to them.
Yeah, but you're only in the event for so long.
No, it doesn't start until you talk to them.
Oh, that's fair.
You got this, I believe.
So I built the sawmill, and the only reason I built the sawmill is so that I have enough height to catch some of the really, really, really tall bright jellyfish.
And I'm gonna keep growing linen while he's doing that. I don't know how anyone gets enough linen in the solo run.
Oh yeah. There's an instant grow glitch.
I don't think anyone knows how it
But
works,
I don't think anybody knows how it works.
Just every
There's
now
this
and then your stuff will
glitch
instantly
and-
grow.
Oh,
What?
that's funny.
Well, and I think it only works in the co-op run anyway.
Well, but I think solo lets you use 2 controllers. I think you can 1P2C anytime you want.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, that's nice. That's cool.
Yeah, if Ray just really, really needed to go do something for a minute.
We have a 2-month-old, so
Yeah,
That happens more often than you think. Yeah.
I can switch. I can switch to one player at any point.
That has definitely happened on stream several times now.
Oh, yes.
Which is part of why we started running this game in particular, because we needed something that we could kind of be a little bit more. I'm not always necessarily super engaged.
For sure.
3.
That's really nice, honestly, that you can, drop in, drop out. Not a huge deal.
Yeah, it's super, super great.
I don't need any more money at this point. I just like collecting all of the yellow jellies.
I mean, it looks fun. Fun
Got
little
it.
mini game.
Okay, so we got all 8 of the jellies that we need. So we will not have to do the third event. Thank goodness.
Yay! Okay, where am I headed? Oh, I'm headed to Villamajor now. This way.
And Atul really wanted this sawmill. So he's excited we have it. And I'm going to go
I'll let you fail the first one.
pretend I don't know how to cut logs.
But you can instant fail.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
well,
he's
you're
going to
talking
teach me how to do it. Yeah.
Where am I going? Negative 58.
Nailed it.
Got it.
Oh.
Doing.
7.
Okay.
I was mashing through what I thought was dialogue, but apparently I had managed to move over here and start adding stuff to the sawmill. That threw me off a little bit. Because while Ray is doing navigation stuff, I can still move around and I can talk to people. So I was trying to talk to Atul, but apparently I wasn't talking to Atul. I was loading stuff into the sawmill.
Which is fine. We need it to build some other stuff. So.
Yes. Yep, I need to turn these logs into 14 planks. Oh, that was bad. I should be fine.
You got 2. You're fine.
Did I get 2? Okay, cool.
You can get up to 4 planks per log if you're really good.
Yep. I'm not really good though. Sometimes I'm really good, sometimes I'm bad.
Yeah, I said we're running a super safe route. We get like 2 more trees than we need to. We used to buy an extra linen seed too, just in case.
Yeah. What do you want? Okay.
This is the
I'm
last
gonna
unit, by the way.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna destroy this.
Rebuild the loom.
We're gonna do that a couple of times.
We are currently headed to Gwen's house.
I'm gonna do like 1.
Yeah.
Okay, and I am convinced that this is also a bug. Because before I can go to Gwen's house, Gwen has to acknowledge that we are at her house. And she never does until after I save and quit.
Interesting.
Sometimes twice.
Like, I don't think you're actually here. Try again.
Yeah,
So now
really annoying.
I'm on my second save and quit.
We could.
And I say Gwen's house. This is Gwen's like childhood home.
Yeah.
This is where she grew up. I'm gonna try and talk to her one more time. I've never had to do 3 before. That's
Wow.
Do you want me to
frustrating.
just go there and back?
No, that's never helped.
Oh.
I believe. Come on, Gwen. Come on.
Come on, Gwen.
We gotta
We're here,
keep
dude.
moving here.
There it
she
is.
Yay!
No.
Oh my gosh.
Because if we don't do this little dialogue thing, when we go to her house, she won't be there, which is annoying.
Yeah. Okay, so now we're at her house.
You see how much faster Daffodil moves than Stella?
I took
It's
the long
not-
way around. I still
it's
got
not
here
fair.
first.
Oh,
So much
Okay.
faster. We need everyone to just have the kitty
Oh,
speed.
did you try and interact with her?
No.
Okay. The last time that happened, we couldn't finish the run.
No, we finished the run. We just had to save and quit from here.
Oh, that's
Okay,
good.
I'm now going through this maze of a mansion because she wants something that's up at the very top.
And I'm staying right here next to Gwen because as soon as Ray collects the item, it's a music box. As soon as Ray gets the music box, Gwen's gonna ask me for it, and I can give it to her immediately.
Mmm.
Let me out. Let me out. Where am I? What's happening?
There you go.
And then I
Here it
can
is.
be back at the boat.
Nice. That's some
Nailed it.
synergy right there.
Okay, we're going straight down because we already got all 8 jellies. Yes. We're going this way.
Okay. A tool, are you going to tell me that you want food later? Yes. This is a tool telling me, hey, by the way, I'm gonna be hungry later.
Yeah, that's like all he wants. He just wants so much food. All of his quests are related to food. He just loves it.
Yeah, we end up giving him popcorn. But at some point, he'll also ask for pork chops.
Which
and
we
after
don't
that,
give him.
after that, he asks for fried chicken. And I'm not sure what else he asks
Ooh,
for.
I want some fried
one of
chicken.
his
That sounds
quests
But I
good.
have enough.
I'm gonna repot. I get a 99. 34.
This is the hardest part of the game. man.
It's awful.
How
I think
much
we're
do we
done.
got?
I think we're done
57?
for the night.
Okay.
Are we?
Are we moving?
Yes.
Okay, then let me do this.
Wait, you didn't make fabric yet?
I haven't upgraded this yet. I can make fabric.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So upgrade it first thing in the morning. Okay, so up to this point, there's been like very specific orders of do all of these things. From now until Summer's last quest, it's like there's like 6 or 7 things that are all gonna happen. Good luck. So your first couple runs are.
I can't upgrade this yet. Oh, I can't.
Yes, you can. That's why we go to Villa Major.
Oh, right. Can't do this yet.
No, because you haven't done the fabric yet. But now you can do fabric.
Yeah.
So I'm all done growing linen because we have it all. We need to keep 20 thread and we need to make 20 fabric.
I'm gonna make 10. That should be more than enough. I was gonna say, is Gwen gonna acknowledge that we upgraded this? That's another one of the things. Gwen has to acknowledge that we upgrade the loom.
And then we're going to use the fabric to upgrade the kitchen and her house.
And that's one of the things that we sort of recently decided that there's a fair amount of RNG in terms of anytime somebody wants to talk to you about something, they will walk from wherever it is that they're standing.
Wait,
What?
was that her saying that you upgraded her, or was that her saying that you made fabric?
I don't know. Hang on.
So just,
Probably
yeah,
upgraded.
so yeah,
I'll
don't
have to
get
do
rid of
one
it
more.
yet. No, I think she just needs to talk to you.
Nope.
Okay, then maybe, yeah, do one more. Cool.
Anyway.
I just didn't want you to demolish it
Thank
yet.
you. Yep. Anytime that somebody wants to talk to you about something, they'll walk a little bit, like a little ways from where
Like,
they
she walked
are
up to the loom
currently,
to talk to him about that.
somewhere else. I can get rid of it now.
Yes. Assuming you have 20, yes.
Build. You.
And then you can upgrade her house.
But they don't always walk the same distance.
Ah,
I can.
you don't have enough logs? Oh, there we go.
Get rid
Yep.
of you. Nailed it. Edit.
And move that down so we can build Summer's house, but we can't build it yet because we haven't gotten the right kind of trees.
And now it's more.
But
wait
we're
around.
almost to the next place.
Yep. Let me make sure that I'm not forgetting to do something. Yep. Atul wants a house, but
We're not gonna
we're
build
not
it
going to
for
build him one. Sorry, Atul. I love you. So now, what we're waiting on is for Atul to ask for popcorn. I want him to do that as soon as possible.
Because then we can upgrade the kitchen. And for some reason, you have to upgrade the kitchen before Gwen will say thank you for finishing my house.
Yes. And we're also waiting for Gwen to ask for us to build her a house, which we will do.
No, Summer.
Sorry, Summer.
Too many names.
But I'm not stressed about Summer doing that. That usually doesn't happen for a while.
But after she builds her house, she's going to want the 3 things that we're about to get.
Yes.
We're going to open 3 chests here.
And she always asks for. Summer will ask for like 3 things back to back to back. As soon as we build the house, she'll ask for the rocks that we're about to collect. As soon as she gets the rocks, she will ask to go meditate.
And the meditation is the one that skips all the Gwen waiting. Okay, I got this one.
Very cool.
I'll come left with you.
Thank you.
Secret tunnel. Secret tunnel.
Woo.
Cool. So another save and quit because we walked so far away from the boat. All right, I'm banking on this being yes. I have an Atul thing.
Popcorn
Yes.
time. Yeah. Okay.
Atul's asking for popcorn.
We're gonna run into sea trash. We always do here. It is possible not to, but it's like a 1 in 50.
Hey, come back here. Come back here. You literally just asked me for this. Okay.
Let me give you popcorn. Come
Let me feed
on.
you.
Let me feed
Okay, so
you.
he's got his popcorn. That's good.
Upgrade the kitchen.
I'm gonna go upgrade our kitchen, and then once I upgrade the kitchen,
Hopefully Gwen wants to talk to us. Yeah, she's on the move. Okay, I'm ready to replot.
oh, he wants to talk about sea trash.
Yeah, so Gwen has one that we ignore at night. She's like, hey, go to sleep. And then Atul's like, hey, there's sea trash.
But you see how far Gwen is walking right now? It's taking forever. He also wants to acknowledge the kitchen,
Yeah,
so I'm
yeah,
gonna do that. Nailed it. Okay, so now all I'm waiting on, I think,
Is summer.
let me go through the list in my house.
Should be summer.
Is summer. And summer might not ask for it for a little while. That's okay. We're not in a big rush for summer. The next thing, honestly, it might happen before summer asks for her house. Gwen will also at some point tell us that she needs some time to herself.
Yeah, she'll finally be ready for that.
And we need that to happen. Hey, Codex got your secret tunnel.
Got my secret tunnel. The next island is the other like big time save. We're gonna get 2 trees instead of just 1. And we're gonna run, this is where I said we could buy whatever it is that we're hitting, whatever kind of rock it is, I don't know. We could buy it instead of running all the way across for it, but we're still running safe routes.
Yep.
So.
And let's check to see how many logs we get from the first tree.
Yeah, how many do we need to make?
6.
Yeah, because we need to make 12 planks.
Conservatively 6. And last time we got 9.
Okay. So we might only get 1 tree is what you're saying.
Yep. Yeah, there are 2 trees we can't, I think there's actually 3 that we can cut down.
Oh,
but there's 2 trees that we might cut down depending on how many logs this tree gives us. But yes, the optimal route here would be cut down this tree and then leave. Instead, we're gonna walk for a while.
What was it? 9.
9.
So we're good.
We're gonna skip this second tree.
We don't need it.
But this tree here. But we are still going to get this rock. You want me to just get it?
You can go to the next one if you want.
Yeah.
Again, I just move so much faster.
Yeah, but now I still have to do 2.
And save and quit.
Cool. And now hopefully Gwen and or Summer will want to talk to us when we get back.
Soon. We're gonna go right back to that mountain we were just on. So we go Toriyama, Iwashima, Toriyama 2.
Nice. Seems like this
That's
game has
where-
a lot of content. Like y'all are only doing one of the stories of the spirits all the way through.
Yeah, there's a ton in this game.
Yeah.
Ray's casual playthrough that she's still working on. It's another file on this. Like there's 3 save slots, and she has it in a different save slot. Like 25 hours in,
And 50
and like 50-some percent.
something.
Wow.
And
oh
they're still planning on doing 1 more DLC, like free update.
That's amazing.
I think they were planning on 4 because they released it and they were like, just so you know, there is more content coming. I think there's 1 more content drop still.
That's really amazing how much there is in this game.
Yeah, it's super good game.
This is me beginning to get annoyed that Gwen has not said she wants some time to herself.
Go away, Gwen.
Yeah, sure. Give me the linen.
Will you go make the logs while you're waiting?
Oh, yeah. Good call.
That one. We need these to make Summer's house. And we need to make Summer's house for her to want to meditate. And we need her to meditate so we don't wait 20 minutes for Gwen.
Meditation is powerful, you know?
Well, I think part of it is that they're like, we go up there whenever we go up there, and no matter what, we always come down at the end of the day. So I think maybe it passes some in-game time
Sure.
faster.
That makes sense.
So yeah, we're not getting off this boat. I know up to this point it's been like, get off the boat ASAP, but this is like where we're going to be for Summer, so we're not getting off until she's ready to go.
Okay, Summer just asked me for her house.
What's up, Gwen?
Yeah, which is fine, but Gwen still hasn't asked for time to herself, which is give.
Oh, she's on the move. Hopefully that's what's going on.
Oops.
If not, we could save and quit. See?
Oh, whoops. Okay, so yeah, this is 3 things that Summer wants back to back to back.
Yeah, she's not waiting on anything.
And now, so we're here. We have arrived at the place where Summer wants to meditate, but we can't leave yet because Gwen still hasn't asked for time to herself.
Come on,
Gwen.
Please need
So I'm
some
just gonna be on
self-care.
Gwen's hip. I am gonna be Gwen's shadow.
Please need self-care. Come on. I believe in you.
Will you save and quit just to see?
Yeah. We didn't forget anything.
Yeah, we're not waiting on anything. I checked the quests. This run is just super persnickety.
Hey, that might be it. It is really, really, really
I mean, like I
particular.
said, we lost, I think, 7 runs in a row to
Hey.
something.
Okay.
There we
So
go.
Gwen just went to her house, and we cannot visit her now. Gwen, like if I go to Gwen's house, the door is locked
Oh.
and the curtains are drawn.
I'm not getting the chest.
That was annoyingly slow.
It's all good.
But that's one of those things where if you don't get certain plot markers as quickly as possible, things like that end up taking longer than you'd like for them to. Hey, get out of here.
Up. Out. Bye. Okay, now we're gonna sit here and meditate. Once again, this cat is just the cutest thing in the whole wide world.
Yes.
Daffodil is the best.
So cute. Aww. What a good pose.
I love her so
That's amazing.
I also love Stella's hair.
Yes. Oh, 100%. The characters in this game are awesome.
Her hat that has the big star brim. He tried to tell me that's not a witch hat.
Okay, yeah. Can we get a ruling from chat? Stella's hat, witch hat, not a witch hat. Is it a witch hat?
It's a witch hat. He said
I don't
no.
think it's a witch
really
hat.
wide-brimmed
I'm
hat.
sorry. Sorry, Ray,
It's
I'm
a witch
betraying
hat.
you.
Witch hat. I don't know what to tell you, sir.
Well,
You're
we'll
wrong.
get some input from the chat. We'll see.
I will be vindicated. No, you have to talk to Summer.
Shoot, you're right. I was like, why can't we leave?
See, now it's like nighttime, so I think we just like pass a lot of in-game time.
Yep.
Quickly, I think is what that does.
And that
Too dark to navigate.
yeah.
So Gwen is not actually there. She just wants to tell us to go to sleep.
Right. 110% witch. 74% witch hat.
It's a witch hat.
I'll take 74%.
It's a witch
Okay.
hat.
Man. I got
Lots
one.
of
I got
info
one.
here.
Not a witch hat.
It's a wide brim. It's got a big point. Come on.
All right. We're getting some more.
This is divisive. This is,
Can't believe you people.
this is the
Wow.
burning question of the Spiritfarer run.
Okay, so this is a tool asking me for pork chops.
Not gonna make.
I'm
you
gonna talk to him about it just because I don't.
move houses around.
Oh yeah, in much the same way that I don't like having unread emails on my phone, I don't like having
Exclamation. point.
I
exclamation
feel
points.
that. I feel that so strongly. I must clear the notification.
Okay, we are moving Gwen's house right there.
Theoretically, it should mean that she's closer later.
Gwen is
Never works.
Gwen's no longer here. Gwen's not on the boat. You can see that her curtains are open and she's not in there, but the door is still locked. So we're gonna go find her. Spoiler, she's at her house. So that's where we're going right now, in a roundabout sort of way. Her house is really far away from where we are right now. So we're traveling to
Bus
a
stop.
bus stop, which is the fast travel thing. And we're gonna take the bus stop to her house. And there's another, I'm not gonna say it's a bug.
But she probably won't actually be where she's supposed to be.
Yeah.
We'll probably have to. It's not a save and quit, but like travel there and back really fast.
Yeah. Yeah, similarly to last time, how we had to interact with Gwen before she would actually be at the house. She won't be at her house until her door's unlocked. And it's supposed to unlock at some point during this travel. It never does. So what we're gonna have to do instead, still locked. So what we're gonna have to do instead is sail to her house and then immediately sail back.
And then it'll be open.
And when we get back, the door will be unlocked. And that's why I just moved her house, because walking from this little boat here is a lot faster than walking all the way over here where it used to be.
Well, and theoretically, she also has to walk from her house to the boat at the end, and it should be closer, but she never walks from her house. She always just walks far away.
Okay, I'll
What
check
are you
it one more
doing?
time. Still locked. So we're just gonna sail to her big old mansion and then leave. And I have to go open her door to advance the
Like
quest.
to trigger the quest, yeah.
Boom. And now she'll be there.
Yeah, it's all about really knowing what the triggers for each thing is. There is a really good Google document. No, I'm staying here.
Yes.
If you are interested in running this game, or if you are playing this casually and just cannot figure out,
hey,
what are you supposed to do?
Yeah,
That
if you
was
just
me
get
and
stuck
trying to
in a
make this-
section, I'm sure that's super useful.
The speedrun community has a really good document with like, here's the quest, here's what triggers what, here's what triggers. It's super nice.
Yep.
You did hug her, right?
Yes, I have.
I didn't even look at all. Okay, bus stop,
And now we are going to the Ever Door, which is the light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah. So this is her saying she's ready, and will you take me there?
Yep. Again, for the rest of this, and there's not very much left, but for the rest of this, I am going to be Gwen's shadow. Because as soon as she wants to talk to me about stuff, I want to talk to her.
We're ready. We're ready to
I no
talk.
longer care about anybody else. That's not true. I love you, Atul. I love you, Summer.
You love a tool. You love a tool.
Things we do
Summer.
for the speed run, you know?
Oh.
You're not going to be her shadow.
I don't want to shadow that much because I got to get on that. There we go. This guy's so cute.
I agree.
Everyone in this game
Everyone in
is so
this game
cute, is what
cute.
you're saying.
Yeah, it's true.
Hey, before we get to the Everdoor, will you give the people the content that's really important?
A hug.
Will you give me a hug?
You know it. Yeah. You can hug Daffodil!
Yes! That is what we needed. Oh
what
my
we all
gosh, yes.
It's so cute.
Oh,
Thank you. I feel better now.
big hug. Any hug emotes in the chat?
Good hugs. Good hugs.
A friend of mine did a speed run for a marathon where you have an animal companion, and she had an incentive for like every $1 or something. She would give Pickles is the name of the animal companion. Not canonically, that's just what she calls her.
And she lost like 5 minutes in her run, just sitting there hugging
sitting there
people over and over and over.
I love that.
So worth it. Worth it. Absolutely.
Absolutely worth it.
And now,
This is it.
that's it. I mean, it's not time yet. Now we just row our boat for like 2.5 minutes. Why didn't we park the big boat closer?
For real.
A really good
That
question.
would have been efficient.
Wouldn't you think?
Oh, look at all the cute hug emotes. I love the Plusle and Minen. Those are so cute.
But yeah, we're just taking Gwen to the Everdoor. Ignore the red water. It's a happy red. I'm sure it's not.
Yeah, no, we're
anything
good. We're
bad.
good.
It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Time ends after her constellation. So there's like 4 chimes, and that 4th one is when time is.
Yes, yeah, a constellation in the shape of a deer head thing
Nice.
will appear in the sky, and on the 4th ding of that constellation appearing, that is time. I'll let you know.
Wonderful.
Yeah, someone points out you can hug everyone. It's
Yes.
not just the cat.
Although every now and then the spirits that you're with will decline hugs.
They'll be like, I don't want one right now. Thank you.
That's fair.
Which is very valid. Absolutely.
I feel that.
She's just giving us like last minute story stuff. I'm not gonna like I don't want to spoil it for anyone if you're gonna play it, so I won't tell you what she's talking about.
Gwen does have the single best line in the game. Earlier on, when we needed to do some shopping, there's a raccoon that you have to buy stuff from, and I talk to him, I try and shop, and then I have to talk to Gwen, and then I can shop. The reason I have to talk to Gwen in between is because the guy's trying to rip me off, and Gwen eviscerates
Oh my
him.
gosh.
Calls him out for price gouging, and at one point she calls him a trash panda,
Yeah.
which is the best.
Gwen's just
That's
your
such
best
a
friend
good
who doesn't let
insult.
you.
That's so good.
Yeah.
Gwen is savage.
She doesn't let anyone take advantage of you because you're her friend. Everyone needs that friend.
And this is the sad part.
And this is why this game is so sad, because you're never going to see Gwen again.
Yeah,
You
Gwen
spend
is
all
gone.
this time getting to know these spirits, and then they just leave.
Yep.
You're
And
helping
Gwen's
them move on, you know?
and Gwen's house stays on your boat.
And their houses stay.
Aw,
I can't,
that's
like-
wonderful.
Like most of the stuff we built, I was able to demolish. You can't demolish the houses.
Yeah.
So
This
at the
cutscene's
end
so
of the
cool.
game, by the end of the game, all of the spirits are gone, and you just have all these houses on your big boat.
Yeah.
Aw.
It's very sad.
What a beautiful
Okay, so time's
cutscene.
coming up.
4th chime.
1, 2, 3, time.
Nice.
GG.
Thank you.
That's such a
Thanks for
beautiful
having
ending
us.
cutscene. Oh, that was so pretty. That was
Bye,
awesome.
Gwen.
Great run.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us. We love it.
So that's Gwen %. Obviously, there's a whole bunch more you can do. I think the full run of this game
It's like 5
is
and
like
a half for 6 hours.
is like 5-ish hours long, which is just too long for me because I got 2 kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a long
But
time.
it's a really, really, really great game, and it's a really fun speed run. Play this game, please.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all. Yeah, that's it. Play the game. It's good. Game.
And thank you so much for having us.
That
This
was
is really,
so
really
much
great.
fun.
I'm so excited for this Hotfix show because co-op speedrunning is like what we do. It's our thing. Ray and I have been speedrunning co-op stuff for a while. Is that a PB? I don't know. No, it is not a PB.
No, not a PB.
So I'm really, really excited for this Hotfix show. I will be tuning in to all of the episodes.
Yeah. So, thanks.
Thanks, everyone.
Yay! Awesome. What other co-op games do you like to run? You talk about you know, I know you both
So the
run
first
some other
one,
ones.
the first one that we ever learned was called Unravel 2, and we still run it. And we were actually lucky enough to feature it on a different Hotfix show, the Bargain Bin, a few months ago. We run it together. We run the co-op version. My younger brother Riles, like my real life younger brother, runs the solo route. So all 3 of us got to play the game on a Hotfix show, which was really cool.
We also know the run for Ibn Ob.
Yeah, which is another puzzle platformer.
And we're hopefully going to learn Hat in Time.
We'd really like to learn Hat in Time,
Yes!
yeah. And then I run,
Coming full
and I
circle.
also run I run Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 4, Turtles in Time,
With your brother?
which is a classic. I run that
Yes.
with my younger brother.
I know. I feel like I'm
And
gonna
then
have
we
to have
each
a
do a
beat 'em
little
up
bit of solo
episode.
speedrunning as well. So
Yeah.
Awesome.
oh yeah, Unravel 2 is a gem. It's amazing.
good. Also
Everybody
one that
play
everyone
that
needs to
game.
play. Yeah.
I will forever stand that game.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Absolutely.
This one is too.
All right. Well, thank you both so much. I really, really enjoyed
Thank
this
you. Thanks for
run. It was
having us.
gorgeous. Y'all played really, really well. 55-21 on our timer. Really great.
It's a good time.
Nice.
Sub
Yeah.
55 is kind of the good, like the really good
Yeah.
run, but
Yeah.
55 anything
For
is
a
good.
marathon run, you know, talking, explaining
exactly.
things.
Yeah, I'm very happy with it.
all that good stuff. So yeah, thank you to Octini and Miss Ray for that run. Have a couple of announcements and then stick around for the raid. Make someone's day today with all the excitement and love we have from the stream. So Brave Patal's Game Committee applications are open now. The all-women speedrunning marathon. Go to gamesdonequick.com to apply. And run and volunteer submissions are going to be opening up in November. So if you're a woman in speedrunning interested in that, get your runs ready. I know I have been preparing some of my runs. Super excited for that event. As always, it's going to be in February. If you have missed any of our GDQ Hotfix shows, check out our archive on YouTube, youtube.com/gamesdonequick. And we also have a Sum of Best Segments channel that is pretty new. And it's a highlight channel with regular videos like our main channel, but with a bunch of small highlight reels for all of our main events at Hotfix. So the highlights from this show are going to be uploaded there. So if you're interested in that, head on over to YouTube and subscribe to that channel. So coming up tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern, we have the premiere of Awfully Silly, which is a new show highlighting games that are awful, games that are silly, and both. I'm super excited. I'm going to be playing Hamtaro for it, actually. I'm going to be playing Ham games, one of my favorite silly games. And after that, we'll have That's Never Happened Before with an exhibition of Dark Souls glitches. So thank you all so much for hanging out during this premiere. My name is Frozen Flygon. Had a great time with our It's Dangerous to Go Alone show premiere. Going to be every other Sunday at 4. So if you enjoyed it, you know, I'll see you in a couple of weeks. We got more to come. So thank you everyone again, and stick around for the raid and have a great day.